Okay, when we last left off, you stalwart adventurers had traveled into the dead body of Enhab, the inevitable primal. You've made it now down into an area known as the forearm. You passed the initial wrist area into this forearm area. You fought a couple of Karants and then actually charmed one, controlled construct actually. What Sorel did, and they found an area where it appears that a Laquerant is doing its repair work over an area of shimmering divine energy. You found that staying within that area has been healing your body, repairing your wounds, and restoring divine energies. At the last state we left, you guys were 2 minutes into this place, and at least the damage has stopped from now from the environmental. So in this area, walls are not exploding, shrapnel's not flying everywhere, and energy isn't rippling across the environment. At that, I will go ahead and unpause the game.
Do you have a map?
The root goes, no, I know this area.
And a map of the body.
No, we live where we live. We exist for the one.
Okay.
You sing the song of healing like the Laurent. Why are you not of the body? That's the Laurent talking to you, kitty. You sing of the body, but you are not of the body. Not responding to it? Will you help repair the body?
How?
Sing the song of healing. Join the core.
Um, mm, okay. Trying to come up with a diplomatic way of asking what's in it for me.
I was going to say maybe you can offer them a deal, the God Bone, for healing capabilities temporarily.
Are you asking me to stay here?
I'll have mentioned that to to Kitty, sort of quietly in her ear, and then step back.
I would gladly help if I knew all the details.
You only need to follow the law of the body.
But if I help you, would I be free to leave with my comrades?
I am not stopping you now.
Okay.
I'm not wanting anything. You're just talking with this very low intelligent Quran. It's got almost lower than Tim's intellect. So just think about it like it's a machine that's wanting you to join the machine. It doesn't understand why
I'll
you're not the machine.
I'll
There you
again
go.
say to Kitty,
That's all.
maybe we could parlay as we were going to do before. If you're willing to give us Godbone, we'd be willing to help you heal some of this damage.
I do not know what it is you seek. What is Godbone?
Maybe talk to a leader.
Lulukoran said the leader
Talk
of the
to a
level.
leader.
It is a trophy taken from gods.
You see the Lucaran, you see it go, Lucaran, and you see the thing come over. Destination and purpose. Moron. Wrist 4. Repair. Need Godbone. Godbone not on this sector. Seek shoulder. Storage area 5. He looks back at you and says, shoulder, storage area 5. Not here. And then it goes back to repairing up here.
Before it goes back, I'll say, who is your leader? Name, designation of leader.
The Lucaran looks back at you and goes, Enhab.
Where is Enhab?
You're in him. Malfunctioning unit, return to chest area 5 for repurposing. That's what she says at you.
There will be a leader here, not the god. A leader controlling all inevitables in this space and the space below, the space above.
I control Malorant 1 through 5. Are you confused? I believe your damages have caused some type of intellectual inability. Return to chest area 5 for repair.
Who tells you, who gives you your orders?
Well, there he is.
I am the inevitable. Leader 4 of Forearm 2. Are you confused? Damaged inevitable, return to chest area 5, section 1, or be retooled here. And you watch, out of the 6 arms it has, you watch 2 of them that are holding the red, the green, the blue, and the yellow spheres begin to glow and crackle with energy. Now, you haven't seen this before. They're actually arcing lightning between the 4 spheres as the other 4 arms are now bringing out what looks like 4 blades. If your repair will not be initiated, I will initiate deconstruction.
Designation, your donation to repair, so repair, and I'll point back to the area that you're working.
I will enable transfer through level 1 into forearm area 2. Are you ready for transport? You see it move over towards the engine on the west side of the map. I will ping it, and I'll draw you guys' attention to it as well. It is right here. Yep.
I don't see where you're thinking.
I will bring everybody's image over here. Should be.
Okay. Who's James?
James, is somebody listening in on our game right now?
Oh,
Hello, James.
Well, for
Hey, yeah, just listening in and checking it out.
oh my God!
I unmuted it. So there you go. Down there in the bottom corner, you can mute it.
yeah. Okay. If you scroll out your view, you guys should be able to see where I'm pinging at next to Azik. If you go further to the left from Azik, you'll see where the inevitable is at. For some reason, the focus on my pointer's not working. So
all I have is a black screen still.
Can you scroll out?
Why don't you just bring us there to the platform?
I will bring everybody over towards the platform so you can see.
Mine still says game paused.
Yep.
Huzzah!
Also, Darmus, being in this area has removed your blindness condition. I'll take that off your character right now.
Thank you.
Yeah, Tremor Sense is not very revealing, is it? Move Kitty over here as well. And you will see a bird token. That's the birdie on the wall token I'm using for anybody viewing the game now. There you guys go. You should now see me pinging. This is where the Lucarant is actually building what looks like a panel out of the parts and then connecting in what looks like arcane. You've seen these before. These are kind of like arcane capacitors. You saw these with the arcane mechanic back in Kermaga, Sorrel. So you're familiar with what it's doing. There's like 12 different styles of them with different rune plates they're attached into. And it basically is using its forearms to rearrange the capacitors that are in it. And then you watch the orbs go in and actually begin to power something. As you can hear beneath your feet, something begin to shift.
Interesting.
As it does, Azik, you're on the portal or on the platform.
Yeah.
It shifts you to another area. You watch Azik basically disappear almost like it's a teleportation. Are you guys going into the same area where he was standing?
I am, because that sounds like fun.
First, I want to ask again what area we are in. What's the designation of this area again?
You are currently in Forearm Section 1. I can transport you to Forearm Section 2. From there, you can make your way towards shoulder and chest areas for repair, considering you are obviously defective.
While we're sitting there talking solid, I guess I get 2 swifts around. I'm just over here doing lay hands on myself. It's max every time, so it's like.
How much does that give you back total?
54. It would.
108.
I need 300.
Okay.
So.
There you go.
Refilling automatically.
Anybody else going into the area that Azik was in?
Yeah, I'll go. Right now I have to go. So
And then you're moving there as well, Darmus?
Yeah. So Sorrel started to go. I went. That's when I stopped doing my lay hand. Go forward.
You didn't want to go after me.
I'm going to ask, how much healing are we getting from this place? Because I think you said it heals us.
Yes, it does 150 a round. You've been here 2 rounds.
So could you change my character to have full healing?
Yep, I sure will. I planned on doing that on everybody when they got to the next level.
Okay, I'll step in as well.
Okay. I'll give a description of the area once everybody's down to the new location. The Quran is not coming with.
That's fine.
People that
Maybe
are being
find a new
moved,
one.
your screen should shoot to the new location. Brian, are you still only seeing a black screen?
Yes.
Huh. Okay, let me double check your character real quick and find out what's going on. Sometimes user properties get changed around a little bit, and I don't know why, but let's see. The dude's the owner. Okay, I'm going to drag you out a new token into the area, so this should hopefully resolve the issue. Let's delete you from here. Drag out a new token, dude, and away we go. Bang. Did your screen just start to render?
No.
You might want to log back into the game then. It might just be something on the side for the URL. I don't know what's going on, but I see you and I just checked my player view that I record. It shows you and shows your visibility too. So, and I'll double check to make sure there's no blindness conditions or anything on you. Nope, vision, you got it. Yep. Yeah. Token looks good. Maybe just to restart the game interface. Okay. Everybody makes it down to a lower level or another level. This level seems to be composed of primary solid walls. There is not the environmental damage going on. You see it in a small area that's over to your right-hand side and up about 120 feet. You can see that there's a light blue glow coming from the floor, and you can see parts of the floor is exploding with parts of the ceiling exploding down as well. You see the same divine energy and physical damage rippling across the area. You can see a Mularon Inevitable to the north. He looks like he's actually repairing part of a wall. On the far side from you, you can see what looks like a large reinforcing rod. It could be something like a bone that this giant Inevitable would use. The other thing of great interest is everybody sees towards the northeast, there seems to be a wave of energy rippling across the top of a ramp. That wave of energy, to anybody who makes the Knowledge Arcane 40 or higher, is a raw exposed ley line.
Whoa.
Oh my god.
Anybody crossing that ley line will hit basically a powerful disintegration without a save, unless you guys can move that line. Behind it, you can see what looks like a rippling portal. Location of that I will ping. It is right up there.
Could you tell me what we hear when we go in this area?
A lot of psh, psh, psh. Sounds like something's banging on metal a little bit, and then steam being released. And you get that all over this place. There's like steam,
Okay.
but you can hear directly from the north. You can hear this every few seconds, that psh, and then you hear a sizzle sound. The sizzle you've heard before. You heard it when you were underneath the ruins of the city of Vigil after it was destroyed. That's acid burning. Massive amounts of corrosive acid.
I don't seem to have a token down there.
Let me see.
Could you put me one down there, or do you want me to?
Oh no, I got it.
Can I do it?
I don't know why it vanished your token. That's interesting. Did it delete you? Oh, maybe you and Brian were overlapped.
Hello?
I deleted his.
I hear you.
Oh yeah, sorry, I was muted for a second.
No problem.
Yeah, I'll drag you out a new token. I don't know why it deleted yours. Did it take you out of the combat tracker too? Yes, it did.
Are they underneath the...
No, I think his was with Brian because they were stacked on top of each other. I think that's what happened there.
What were they doing?
I'm sorry, this is not that kind of game. But believe me, you can hit Reddit and find many opportunities for that type of game. Okay.
It will cost you $2 a minute to find out.
Holy moly.
For those interested, the hissing sound and the kind of sizzling sound was coming from this direction. The ley line is over here.
Uh-huh.
So the sparks and energy over there. Then.
Is there anyone else in this area?
There's a Marat over there. Marat, Marut, whatever you call it.
Yeah, he's working on the wall. There's also one to the east, inside that area where you can see some light blue energy glowing.
Are they concerned about the acid?
This one to the north seems to be repairing the wall where some of that sprays out. So it's like there's
Okay.
something leaking, causing constant damage to the area, and he's trying to repair it.
Okay.
You guys hear kind of like a hissing sound, metal on metal, as what sounds like like twisting. Like a good example would be a sword bouncing off a shield kind of sound. As you hear that from the east, you see a Lucarant come out, and it seems to be addressing the far wall. It's not paying attention to any of you.
What about this thing here?
Oh, it's looking straight at you guys. As you look at it,
What?
it does a kind of king wave at you where it swizzles its wrist.
Does it look alive?
Yeah, as it walks your direction.
Getting a guided tour face to the chest.
Yeah, I'll raise my hand. Say hello.
It walks over. It put its ear to it, its hand to its ear, looking at you.
He put his hand to his ear.
Yeah, like he couldn't hear you, like he was cupping his ear. He gets within 10 feet. Are you guys doing anything?
Sense motive.
Okay.
Does he look like he's hiding something?
He's got two blades on his side. On his left side is a bastard sword that's white, and on his right side is a bastard sword that is black. They kind of drag off the floor, so you kind of hear them skittering across the stone and metal. Because for those that don't remember, the inside of Enhab's body is a mixture of astral rock, metal, and precious metals with gems and other things like crystals, quartz, stuff like that.
Okay, since I'm not so wise, I'm gonna wave my hand for him to come closer, and I'm gonna cast psionic power on him.
You look at him. He looks at you.
Let me just find it.
You're casting a spell at me?
I'm gonna point at the ear and nod my
Says
head.
I can hear you now. It's noisy over there.
Oh, I was gonna cast something to help you.
Oh, that would have been bad. I don't like people casting things at me. Why are you here?
My name's Azak, and this is my crew. That's our Captain Kitty there. I pointed Kitty.
I'm Corlin.
Howdy.
Hi. I've seen all of you before.
Is that a good thing?
You are in reclamation right now.
Where did you see us?
Define reclamation.
You illegally entered the body of Enhab. You are living entities. Enhab's primary way of fighting living entities that make it inside of his body is through reclamation. It is a byproduct of using simulacrum and clone to create a unique identity for a creature that absolutely mirrors another identity that's 100% under the control of Enhab. Be prepared to see yourselves soon if you stay in here.
We're looking for a bone.
Soon you'll be looking for yourselves because they'll be looking for you.
Well, if we get what we're looking for, we'll leave and everything will be fine.
I don't know. My God is dead. I don't think everything is fine. My people think that they can resurrect him.
Who was your god?
Enhab, destroyer of gods, cooler of the weak. Within his heart he holds the fires of over 100 dead gods. What can you say about any of the things you worship? Do they preach harmony? Do they preach disgrace? Corruption? No. I lived inside of Enhab. Had you broke a word to the one next to you, I would come out and end you for breaking said word. Personal embodiments of law, not mortal embodiments of them, where they're easily broken. It was easy. Mechanus said these gods should be cooled. Primus ordered it, and we delivered. This one may have been brought down by the last 5 he hunted, but it took their combined might to do it. So now I pay homage to this temple. It is the body of my God. So I ask you again, why should I not rally the forces of my God against you? There are still 7,345 inevitables in here, of which, Lucrance, there are 4,205. How are those odds for you today?
That's very impressive.
So I ask you once again, what are you looking for? Majorn? Staff of Ra? Spear of Set? Is that what you seek? Mortal trinkets? Bring back dead ones? Call them from the astral? Speak their lost prayers on their items? Is that what you seek? A busted part of a god that was slain? You
We
seek
are
for
here
his
to make a
finger.
deal.
Yes.
We are here to make a deal.
What deal would that be?
We have a friend that can help you heal. She would, I'm assuming, I'll look at Kitty, you are willing to help. But in return, we want payment. A gift from you for services rendered.
you, you kid yourself. So let me ask you this. If I drew out my sword and shoved it in your gut, would you want to negotiate with the blade that's in your belly? You are a blade in the belly. I
And
will
you
give
are
you
standing in
this.
a dead god that is currently going through a lot of pain, and we have the ability to be able to help
But,
relieve that.
but that is
So
the
do you
conundrum.
really want to be like that?
But that is the conundrum. We are inevitable. Were we ever truly alive? We are constructs raised with divine power. Did we ever truly exist? The will of Axios gave us motion and purpose. The great will turns within all of us.
But that is you, that is not us.
That is an ab,
Which is
and
why
you're
we
inside of
bargain.
him. I say my God is dead because he cannot move. That is death to an inevitable, when motion ceases within the body. But does this body seem dead to you? Do these pipes, do these areas seem animated to you? I can see the ripples of the damage across your bodies. You've already walked through some of the shattered halls.
Yeah, we did.
And
We're
this
looking
is
for a cure for our friend. She's also dead, but she can be saved, and she's not a god. There is Godbound here.
There are many
If
things
we
here.
find some, yeah, if we find some Godbound, we will be able to help her. We are not looking for anything for destruction of any chambers you guard.
I'm not guarding any chambers. There's nothing I want to keep away from mortal hands. The primal purpose of this inevitable was the destruction of gods, the things you worship that are weak, that do not follow the laws of the cosmos, that seem to be ruled by emotion and whim. I will allow you this. If you can figure out passage through the halls of Enhab, then what you seek are the celestial helms. If you find them, they will lead you to where you need to go. It is not within here. If you're thinking you're going to find a quick piece of bone that's still in existence, it would have been destroyed by the Song of Odin, the ripping powers of the destroyed Majorn, the crack of the spear of Set, the darkening of the light of Ra. They are here. Their powers ripple through it. I see the energies emanating from your bodies. You stood in their healing auras. The tears of dying gods healed your wounds and repowered your powers. Didn't they, Paladin? As he looks at Darmus.
They did.
So sucking off the tit of a dead god did heal you. Move through here quickly. I will give you no more than what you would consider one of your days to be out of this. Then I will let all of them know you are hostile. I can do nothing about the reconstituted. Those things you will have to deal with if they come for you. But understand if they don't, they will be here. They may leave someday. They may come for you. The way that it works with Enhab is if you're a lesser deity or under, he can mimic you. It's how he fights. He fights you by fighting with you. You become his ally against you. Now, Enhab is not emotional, but we do know there's one still alive that holds us here. When it dies, he moves. And we'll see what death is again. The purge can start once again. The others have grown weak. So do what you must. I will speak to you no more. He walks back over to this area, turns his back to you guys, and just walks away. Comes back up over to here. Begins working
Well,
on the
guys.
wall.
Well, guys, we've got a day.
Let's start the timer.
For those that are curious, you can do a knowledge planes on him to know what type of colorant that was.
Very curious.
Or inevitable. It is a colorant. So anybody that makes a 20, which is everybody that's got knowledge planes with at least a 20 knows that's a colorant. Colorants are the inevitables that seek out anybody that breaks a deal. Their job is to punish the deal breaker. So like if Dharma said, I'll do a deal, you help me and I'll give you 20 gold, and for some reason Dharma didn't pay the 20 gold, there is a possibility one of these things show up. They look like humans, they can mimic humans, and they know automatically through finding the path who has broken a deal. And they are the will that fixes that, because they not only kill you, but whatever they have on you, they sell and give back to the other person as a unknown gift that they find. So like if you're ever walking and you find a bag of gold, that could be the colorant paying off the deal that somebody broke with you. You just don't realize it.
But you said human, so
You can look human. Anybody that gets 25 or higher, which I think is most of you, knows that colorants have the ability to alter self, mimic humanry.
not human.
They can mimic any humanoid form, including a cat person that you are. So there you go. Otherwise, of the inevitables, they're the higher intelligent ones, since they have to mimic in human society, and they're the size of a person.
Okay, so now we know why they need their blood, right?
It could be to mimic us, maybe.
Yeah.
That is a possibility. Yeah.
Pause for a second. Brian, can you see? Did that help?
Yeah, I got out, came back in.
Cool. Okay, at this point we can break into turn by turn. We just use the combat tracker. Julie, I'm just going to roll a random initiative for you, and that will put you into the order since it's just round by round. Azek, we're going to
Okay.
go ahead and I'm going to go to you first and start the round. What is it that you would like to do?
Scan the surroundings. Let me go and check this burst pipe up top.
Okay.
Yeah, my movement is red. Is that a problem?
Shouldn't be. Understand that some of the areas have height differences to it, which will automatically add to your character. So if you go down, you'll go up. It'll do things like that. That sometimes sucks up some of the movement too.
Okay. Did I step? Is this a platform? Is this like?
Nope, this is just a straight piece of the ground. A platform would be like up over here where I'm pinging.
Mhm.
That's a platform over here as well. And then there's the ramp up to it.
I see one to the south also.
Yeah, the area up to the north that you're looking at, you can see a geyser of acid coming from the floor. And when I mean a geyser, it waves over this entire area up there. But the ventilation areas right here that I'm pinging suck it back into the floor. So it's not billowing out into here. You watch it, looks like it's eroding somewhere around 2 to 4 feet of stone every time it blows, but there's a natural healing of the stone itself, so it regrows very quickly.
Oh my.
Do you have healing? If you have healing, I'll give you a healing check, or you can do knowledge
Fine.
arcane since you're in kind of a construct.
Knowledge arcane I do have.
Okay. Oh yeah, nice roll. Your knowledge arcane says that this thing is under a constant form of mending. So there is a permanency of mending crippling throughout this entire being. So he's basically restoring like a heal over 150 X amount of hit points per round, even in that area. And by the amount of damage it's doing, you're figuring that's probably at least 30 to 60 human lives of damage every time it blasts. That's a lot of damage.
Mm, but I think I can go through it.
Up here, that seems to be just a box area. There's a little area behind it that looks like
Yeah.
storage, but there doesn't seem to be any walkways for you to go under. But now that you're standing here, you can do another knowledge arcane on this portal up here.
Oh, is this enough?
Oh yeah. You can see a area that looks similar to this. So that must be the way you enter the other part of this body on this level. They did say there were a total of 3 areas inside the forearm, but that doesn't look like a way out of the forearm because all the walls have a unique appearance. Like when you were in the wrist area, that was all high sheen metal and graded walkway. Now you're into more of the sturdier part of the arm, which is solid stone mixed with different types of divine metals and then standard rare elements. I can't say enough that you're walking by copper platforms, iron pipes, looks like gold dials in areas as well. There's crystals and gems embedded in the wall. You constantly walk by thousands of gold pieces worth of raw materials. So you know.
Okay. Well, I just checked. I can't beat acid. That's the only energy type I can't beat. So
Not gonna go play in that area, huh?
sorry?
Not gonna go play in that area, huh?
Yeah. I'm gonna go south. So I got every movement left.
Okay.
Don't know if we got haste up still.
You guys are on round 22. He did haste on round 3, so you've got 3 more rounds of it because Cyril's
Right,
22nd
and I
level.
got movement. Yeah. What's here?
Just looks like a passageway. It looks like there was once storage in this area, but it's all been depleted. Like there were crates of things and shelves that stored parts and components, but they're all empty now.
Okay, I'm done.
Okay.
I'm gonna come back and yeah.
Okay,
That's it.
Julie, your turn. I can't hear you. Might be on mute. Sick guy coughing.
Okay, I'm looking for a way out of here. So we've got the. This is a storage room over here. Who's this guy as well?
That was the guy you just talked to. That was the Colorant,
Right.
Inevitable.
Sorry, I
Yep.
thought he went north or something.
Nope.
So, okay.
He's just right over there.
He's just ignoring us.
Yeah. Doing my job, man.
Okay, I'm looking for a way out. So,
With your vision, you can see behind a wall of energy is what looks like a portal to the northeast. It's up a ramp.
This one here.
And anybody that made a Knowledge Arcane 25 or higher knows that the energy field in front of it is a ley line. Ley lines can do 20 die 10 damage per encounter with them, if they just don't disintegrate you outright. The 20 die 10 is if you save versus the disintegration. I want to make that clear. The failure, you're disintegrated. The save, 20 die 10. And you don't pass through. I'll make that clear too. For all of you guys that figure we're going to tackle our way through the energy wall, Sorrel will be the first ley line master here to go, it don't work like that. But be one with the knowledge that if you die in a ley line, your soul will be reborn somewhere down the road.
What's this area here? And
that is an area where you see the divine energies rippling through it, like the healing from the floor above, but there's explosions coming from the floor to the ceiling and from the ceiling to the floor, much like you experienced when you first entered. So that damage ripples back and forth.
So that's energy coming from upstairs, essentially, or that is energy down here that's going upstairs.
Oh, correct. And I'll give you a perception check if you want to use your standard to look. And I'll tell you if you notice something.
I'll tell everyone that, hey, there's something weird going on over here. This is where the energy is coming from, and I need to press the right button.
Been there.
Okay, take 2.
Ooh, and you get a crit on it. Nice. Yeah.
Hey.
You notice directly in the center of that exploding mass where it's coming up and down, there's a hole, and you can see earth outside of it, but what you see locked in between the two floors, the ceiling and the floor, is a hammer that's about maybe 13 and a half, 14 inches wide by about 9 to 12, or about 9 inches thick, with a wooden handle and a leather thong wrapped around it. You see 4 different triangular symbols stuck on the inside of it. Otherwise, it looks like lightning's firing through the center of the hammerhead, because it's just basically a rectangular hammerhead, but it's exploding. And it looks like it's blowing itself apart. So what you see is you see the cracks go all over this thing, ripple up the half, and then it comes back together. And then it ripples in half, and it comes back together. Like time has stopped in that area for it. And that explosion of energy is rippling back and forth. With that, I will give you a knowledge religion on the hammer, especially since you are Taurillian and not a Galorian native.
Yeah, don't like those Galorian lot. Come round here taking our jobs and our women.
Funny. Rabble, rabble,
Sorry,
rabble.
sorry, what? Sorry, I made a joke and I even made myself laugh, which is truly unique. What did you want me to roll again? Sorry.
Knowledge religion, and then we'll move to the next
Right.
turn.
Has it come through?
There we go. Yes. That is the relic weapon known as Majorn, Thor's hammer, and it's being destroyed, or it's stuck right at the minute of, or the moment of destruction. So it looks like Thor threw his hammer at this fucker, tore into the forearm with the hammer, and it did enough damage to the hammer that it's exploding. But to stop it from destroying the area around it, time seems to be broken right in that area. Now, knowing that, that means that the Erie that are in this area are probably the ones maintaining that effect. And to remind you guys, because you did make your knowledge checks and Kitty explained it, there can be trapped Eniri in here, and what they are time elementals. They are twins. And these twin elementals stop time to the point to where they make you declare everything you're going to do the round before you do it. And if there's any deviation, you don't get to take your next actions. You're frozen time while everybody else goes. They also have the ability to quickly age or quickly de-age things in their area as well. So they can make a spell that you just cast end immediately if they wanted to. Or they can roll back the spell and redirect the target possibly. You guys have heard they can do both of those things. So if you find one of these things and you kill it, that thing may go off. And looking at that, that's containing a lot of power there. So, all right, next person's turn. Go, Jin. What you doing?
Uh,
Oh.
Yeah. I guess I can look at what they were looking at too.
Over there by the pit.
Yeah.
Okay, I can move your character over that. You can make it here. So far, there we go. You can make it about there. From this point, you can see that there is a control panel over here on top of that platform. It looks like one of those control panels like you saw inside the Onyx Citadel shard. Remember when you had to manipulate the shard? Or Ikawad explained to you that one of the things they had to do was manipulate a geode tool set. So imagine sand stuck to a wall, not falling. In it are about 12 different types of quartz crystals of various colors, and then you pull them like levers to arrange them into a geometric symbol, and then that has an effect. You knew when you did it, or when Ikawad did it at the tower, it created a portal and opened the door back up so that you could go to a different area. That may have some effect in this room for redirecting energies. Not sure though. It'd take a little bit of study.
I'll
Travel
study them.
hair.
Uh, uh,
that sounds like it may be a way to either maybe change the acid's direction or maybe change the ley line's direction. Maybe.
Yes.
I'll study then.
All you need to do is a perception check.
Perception.
What a show, perception. Come on, let's go. It's your mission. Oh, nice.
It's not the Inquisition.
And with your perception, you are able to tell that this does control some type of energy. Most likely, there's another trap in the area that it deactivates as well. Um, Now, you did this at about 30 feet out, but you didn't have a negative because of your unchained rogue skills. So, since you're already sitting with almost 20 ranks in it right there, you were able to only have a -1 for every 30 feet, I believe it is, and you're not even 30 feet out. So, you looked at it perfectly as if you were standing next to it. Um, Manipulation of the panel. You believe with your trap finding skill you can avoid any damage it would cause to anybody, but you're not sure of what trap or area it deactivates. If it deactivates the energy pit, then that hammer over there might blow up. If it deactivates the ley line, well, then you guys just walk up the ramp to whatever that portal is. What say
Okay.
you, Master Thief? Is it something you want to dick with?
Yes.
Okay.
I expected a different answer.
You got to there. Well, actually, you can't go there because you used your standard.
Then I guess I'll wait till next turn.
I'm gonna mute you real quick, honey.
No.
Tough. Doing it. Muted. Um, yeah, you're gonna have to wait till next turn because you used your standard action to do the. You're a funny fucker, aren't you? Now I see how this is. I muted that ass. God damn it. Okay. Can't hear you now. You're muted. Um,
No, yes, we can.
Oh, can you really? I can't hear her. Maybe I just muted her for myself. Oh, that's awesome. When I mute her my way, I only mute her so I don't hear her. That's freaking lovely. See, I can't hear none of this, so I wonder, is there a button like this you can get in real life? I mean, that'd be fucking awesome. I'm just kidding. I would never mute her.
I would
Yeah,
get one
guy.
for all the boys with the last name Rumley.
They got a mute button.
Yeah, guy. You can't stop Kitty no matter what you try.
Yeah,
Mwahaha.
yeah. I married her. All right, Darmus, your turn. What say you, Paladin? Ooh. Uh, in case you didn't hear me, Darmus, it's your turn.
Yeah, I'm just moving in.
Colleen,
Yes.
you gotta not fiddle with stuff or come back here and mute yourself, please.
I want to fiddle with stuff. Let me fiddle. It's a conspiracy.
Yeah, it is. Okay, what are you doing, Darmus?
I did. I just moved to the middle of the room.
Okay. You see the ley line to the north at the top of the ramp,
Yeah, that's
the exploding pit, and then the panel over here. You can also see the edges of the acid because they boil out to about these two grates right here, but then there's a massive vacuuming effect that draws them in. Now, would that vacuum effect hold somebody on top of those grates? Possibly.
pin them.
At least that's what your diadem of intellect is helping you to understand. Otherwise, you would be like the Mullerant. I only do these.
It's not a kick in intelligence, but hey.
We know it's your
But I
dump
did get a good
stat.
perception.
We know it's your dump stat.
I got a good. I got a good perception though.
That's because that's wisdom base. I know there's a lot. I just don't know what it is. Duh. What was done?
Hey, my lowest stat's a 16. Has to be intelligence.
There you go. Yeah, and that's all artificially powered. We know that.
Yes, it is. That's up from 10.
Don't knock that diadem off, or that 10 comes back raging at you.
I lose 6 and everything. What are you talking about?
Yes. Yes, including that intellect. Oh, funny stuff. Okay. Um, Anything besides that that you're doing?
Just a standard perception, which I rolled in.
You see the hammer exploding over here. You can see also the portal to the north, and you can see that it ripples around a different area on what you believe is the same level. As you're looking at it, you see that it shows what looks like a metallic skull that has both what looks like acid and flames coming out of both eye sockets, but on the platform below it are 4 areas of rotating electricity that seem to dance between pylons. It doesn't go like right left. It does more of a circular orbit around these pylons. And then the other area it seems to show looks like a containment area where there's a lot of different shelves, boxes, things like that with components in it, much like you've seen gears and components as well. That's it.
All right. Time for the intelligent people to do their job.
Okay, so you're done?
I'm done.
All right. Kitty, what are you doing?
Wait, I haven't got to go.
Oh, did I jump you?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'll go back. My bad. I don't know why
okay.
it jumped
Easy
you.
boy.
There we go. Sorrel, your turn. I'm back.
No worries. My turn will be quick because I'm just moving. Because yeah, I got to check out a ley line in the live.
Yeah. You know it would take almost a day to attune to it. So that's out of the question.
Well, yeah, we don't really want to do that, but it's right there. I'm going to be studying that for
Knowledge arcane.
as long as I dare.
Yeah. And if you have your bonuses for Leyline or for Thessalonian, you can add those since Thessalonian magic was based off of Leyline. Add that Thessalonian bonus. Why don't ya? That's what you get for studying the old rune lords, huh?
Yeah. All right.
It's a knowledge arcane. Oh yeah. Upper 50s. Not bad. Oh yeah. Okay. That ley line is something that's flowing through this planetoid you're on. Because remember, Athena said her, Ra, and several other gods tracked down Enhab, and here they use their forces of the elements to imprison him while Athena tore out his heart. And they left his body imprisoned here, and she's kind of the keeper. You think whatever Thoth did, a god of magic under Isis, he must have redirected a ley line through the planetoid to act as something to keep the elements together because they knew they might die. So just like by studying your Hekkas and your Kekkas and how you're trying to form these magical entities using your quintessences that you've harvested, you believe gods can do that a little bit easier, that they can redirect, at least gods of magic, can redirect ley lines kind of like drawing lines in the sand with a finger. A god's able to do that. So they kind of use these ley lines to keep this body in check. Now, nothing can permanently destroy it, but you're positive if you target it with a disjunction, there's a high probability you'll turn it off for at least 1 minute before it restarts. Downside to it is if you do it wrong, which is a caster level check, it may restrike the area with arcane energies that anybody without a powerful spell resistance may find themselves massively damaged. Ley lines amplify magic if you're attuned to them, so you doing the disjunction probably would give the level amplification that a ley line can do, which can be up to 5 levels higher than your level as a spell energy rippling off. So if you do it wrong, it could be a 27th level version of a spell rippling out for spell resistance as a caster level check. So if it affects them, they're going to take the 20 die 10 ley line energy, which is disintegration damage. They won't get the disintegration effect because they didn't touch the ley line itself, but the exploding energy would still do that in arcane if they don't resist. You're not sure if Gojin can just flip his way out of it because it would explode as an area of effect. But you don't believe it'll give a save. And if it doesn't give the body's natural ability to resist the energy, his evasion might not work to save him. And he doesn't have a heavy spell resistance. So there's a high probability that Kitty and Gojin could be massively damaged by this because you know your party's abilities to resist energies.
I know it's what there is.
Oh, we're in the group.
So you redirect that back to the group as the I can turn it off, but it might fuck us all up. Are you pointing?
Yeah.
You doing the royal
Yeah.
point at Kitty and Gojin?
Well, especially to go to me. I don't know if you could just flip your way past it like you normally can.
We could go into the storage room and protect that. Make it like a bunker.
Ooh, it's an interesting thought.
Yeah, I thought the inevitable was mine.
Depends on the success.
Well, it would kind of depend on the damage too, because you know walls of force take X amount of damage now. So if the wall of force can at least absorb some of the damage, that's less than you guys would take on the other side, because it has to expend its energy to get through. It's not a bad idea. And there is a kind of like hallway behind you.
Shields up.
Okay, that's the end of Sorrel's turn. Kitty! What's Kitty doing? I didn't mute you. You muted yourself. Aha!
Nope, can't hear you.
Can
She's
you
in the kitty
tell
box.
me? Well, I guess I'm gonna have to walk over there. But is there anything I could do to where there's damage? Is there anything that I can notice, either by sound or smell?
Perception. And
There you
then
go.
use your mouse and just hold the button down where the pointer's at and show me like the area you're wanting to look at. And then I'll know. Like I just pinged in front of you.
Hey, I gotta do one thing at a time.
Okay.
Don't rush me.
Oh, and for those that don't know, while she's bringing this up, you can actually go into your characters and wherever you see a roll at, you can drag it down to that bar that's on the bottom left side of your screen. So like if you wanted to have your perception rolls out there, you could do that.
I'm thinking like over here.
Okay. Um. Ooh.
I don't know about anyone else, but I can't hear our illustrious GM. I can hear it quite in the background.
Oh.
Are you muted?
He's muted.
Yeah, I hit my button.
Okay.
I hit
No,
my
that's cool.
button. Um.
Potent.
You look over at that area and you can see that there's the explosion constantly in a cycle of kind of like Groundhog Day, and it keeps happening again and again and again without completing the destruction of Thor's hammer. You just see it explode, stop, and it keeps rippling back and forth. Knowledge arcane for you, Bart. And knowledge religion.
Wow.
Those are low rolls for you. Oh, damn, you rolled a 3.
I know.
I know you got plus 40, but you rolled a 3, sorry.
I hate
Yeah,
playing Pathfinder on a computer.
I know you can't roll
I just want to
dice.
roll my dice.
I got you a Bluetooth dice you could start rolling. Just let me know when you want to use it. No,
Oh, are we gonna go there?
no, we're not going to go there.
There you go.
No, nothing new information that you're able to gain that the others didn't already chat about in that area. You concur everything they were saying.
Okay, is there anything I can do?
Uh, what? Well, you did a perception, so that was your standard, and you moved. So no, there's nothing else left to do. And next round, round 23.
Stand around and look good.
Okay, I'm going to take a break to use the restroom, guys. I'm going to pause the game and put up a timer, take a 5-minute break, grab a drink or something. Sound good?
Yeah.
And I'll put up our little
Yeah, it works.
timer, and I will be back in 5 minutes.
Alrighty, already.
Thanks, everybody. Be
Yep.
right back.
WWE. Okay. You got your morning Pepsi already? You got your morning Pepsi?
I have trouble hearing you then.
Okay. I thought it'd be a funeral or something, but okay. Damn. I can't even no cookie, but it's got chocolate. Okay. Fuck.
What's wrong?
So you shouldn't ever iron a 4-leaf clover, right?
Why?
Because you don't
She
want to
said sounds
press
about
your
right.
luck.
Cute.
I'm here all week.
That's just, oh gosh, girl, you're crazy.
I'll save my gold for the finale.
Dump Tish. There we go. Um, I'm back, so we can get started again. Go ahead and close out the timer. It's Azik's turn. Are you here? Or are you still on break? He's still on break. Good baby duty. So for any of you drinkers out there, Jaeger created a cold brew.
What?
Yeah, Jaeger has a cold brew liquor. They use cold brew coffee and Jaeger and mixed it together. It's actually really good with Irish cream and espresso. Definitely makes the stiff joints not as stiff. I tried it this morning.
Who's the other one that made?
Kraken makes a coffee liqueur as
Oh
well.
yes, Kraken has that
Yeah,
black coffee.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I prefer Manicello rum, but I will do Kraken. That's okay too. Well, Gosling Black Seal's the best so far. I got hooked on that fucking rum in Bermuda. That's good stuff. So is Bermuda. That and Gosling's ginger beer.
Are
Ginger
you
beer.
muted?
No. Oh, I might be.
Did I mute you?
Uh,
I can't hear you.
no, I'm muted. I unmuted. Now you should all be able to hear me in my glory. Okay, as soon as Azik's return, we will start back up.
Oh, I'm here.
Okay. I will start your. I'll unpause it and start your turn. What would you like to do?
Well, first would be me asking you if something could be applied here. It's this spell
Intellect
that is,
Fortress.
yeah, each should block, each should halve the damage of any power and psi-like abilities that have that allow for power resistance. Now, would this be applicable here?
Hmm.
I mean, if the ley line, if we disrupted it.
Yeah, I could see it affecting it, possibly. I don't think you're going to know until you actually try it, but by your logic, it should work.
Okay, so there's another way. I mean, uh, I'm gonna tell the party that I know of a power that should be able to help mitigate some of the damage that goes through the force field, force wall. Sorry. Other than that, I'm gonna go to the ramp as close as I think it won't be affecting me, the ley line. Now I got true sight. Can I like do a perception check here to see if I can find out anything new?
About the ley line?
Yeah.
Mm-mm, just the ley line.
Why it flows over here? Are there like pipes? Is there anything we can divert?
No, it actually seems to be flowing through the wall, the pipes, and then out the side wall as well.
Do you need to touch it or just get close to be affected?
That would be something you would ask Sorel since he's actually studied ley lines. Or you can do a knowledge arcane, and I'll give you a couple bits of information for anything past 40 on your knowledge arcane.
There you
There
go.
you go. Just a second here. Okay. Hmm. As you get close to the ley line, this is your one of your first times being next to a very overpowering ley line. You can feel the psionic energy rippling through it. You know that by adjusting this ley line, the area outside will be affected. Magic in the area downstream of the flowing ley line will also be affected as well. What that effect is since you're psionically active, if you manipulate the ley line, part of you will actually be impressed upon the ley line. So it could cause other entities or other creatures that are being either created, born, etc., downstream to actually inherit psionic energies. This is
That
exactly
is
what the Whispering Tyrant's doing in Galorian, because he's manipulating the ley lines with necrotic energy. and that's causing graveyards to erupt and undead to flow out of those graveyards. So it could be good, but whatever you do here could also affect the area around Athena too. So be aware of that. Anything else you'd like to do?
Can I suppress it without disrupting it? Like suppress it enough to not damage people jumping over it?
No, you feel like the only thing you could do is somehow do a disjunction on it or stop its flow. Because a good example is you're watching the way that it's interacting with the reality around it. You feel as though it's kind of like a river. You can stick your hand in it, but it doesn't change the course of the river. It just diverts a little bit of the energy. And literally, that's what any of you would be doing to this ley line, is basically sticking a finger in a river to it.
Can I refill my depleted energy?
It's unknown if you could siphon it off. If you could understand how to use the ley line, most likely, absolutely. You've heard Sorrel over campfires and camping and overnight resting and downtime talk about his study of the ley lines. And he does know that if given enough days or times, you can attune yourself to a ley line. And as long as you're within a mile of that ley line, you can amplify your magic, you can enhance your magic, you can actually apply meta magic feats to it without it being so draining on the normal pool of power that you have. So to think,
And
and you feel the psionic energy rippling off of it, because just like you know that psionic magic have the same type of energies underneath it, that's not just a rippling ley line of arcane energy, that's psionic energy as well. It is equal powers of all of those. The only thing that's not in it is divine, because divine comes from the source, and that's what these primal inevitables were doing. They were waging war against weaker gods and reclaiming their source energy.
okay.
Nothing else?
Well, yeah, I'll just tell everybody I can do a disjunction too.
Okay.
I got the ability to do that once we're ready.
Jolie, your turn. What are you doing? The man, the myth, the monk.
First off, I'm going to bring up Diamond Soul.
Okay.
I
As
can't hear you, man.
I heard bring up Diamond Soul. Was that correct?
yeah. Can
Okay.
people hear me?
Yep, we can hear you now. Would you click on your ability post to chat so we know what's up? Thank you. Anything else you're doing? Because I don't think that's a standard. I think that's a Swift. So I think you still have your move and your standard.
Yeah, I'm gonna start to look around this big metal, looks like a water heater at the bottom.
Right there.
Yeah. And also continue to stare into that area, see if I can see anything else in there.
Okay.
Just casually have a walk around and try to see things.
Okay. Move your character to wherever you would like to move to. That way I understand the areas you're looking at.
Yeah, I just want to do the Diamond Soul thing.
Okay. Sounds good. Awesome. Thank you, sir.
Okay, let's do it. Oh, my character is walking,
Interacting.
you said?
Yeah. Are you trying to alter something on your character sheet?
Yeah, I'm trying to put the spell resistance buff on my character.
Oh, okay. Let me unlock it for you. Bingo. There you go.
yeah, I want to have a continue to have a good look in there, see if I can see anything, but also walk around, basically walk around the room.
Okay, so do you want to start on the west side, burn up your movement? Okay. Um, when you get here, roll a perception check. If you want to, if you're using your perception, if not, because if you use your
Yeah,
perception, you stop here and you don't keep moving.
no, I'm using it.
Okay. Okay. You notice in an area right over here, you see what looks like a red glow coming from the side of the floor. You should now see the light at your feet. It kind of flickers on and flickers
Yeah,
off. Yep.
I'll have another a more detailed look at it, see if I can see what it is.
Yeah, there's runes embedded in the floor all over that place. These look kind of like religious symbols, so knowledge religion. You're pretty sure that they're a divine version of an abjurational mark. So something to counter divine spells or divine energies. You have seen something like this before. The time you've
Like,
seen it, the time you've seen it before is in Runehide's books. When Runehide was sitting at camp with you guys, when that half-orc warlord Blood Rager was going through his rune book that he kept, um, you remember seeing a weird symbol that comes back to your mind, and you asked him where that came from, and he said that he used his Animite battle axe to tear into the door of a god's home in Mechanus, and it rippled a type of power out that literally laid him on his fucking ass. So he got up and hit it again. You know, that's what he did. It's his kind of mentality. But he copied the runes down in his book, doing it in a chalk drawing with some burnt sticks that he had from the area as well. And that's the exact symbol from that Tower of Erodin that they were in. And now that you're looking, you're seeing a lot of the runes are like that around this area. You're almost
around that
positive.
roundish area.
Yep.
Sorry.
The larger triangular and rectangular stones all seem to bear one of these marks on it. And you're positive you saw these in Runehide's book. Absolutely positive. So something like this group encountered in the Tower of Erodin. Now you did not go through the Tower of Erodin, I don't believe, with them, did you? Or did you? I can't remember.
Yes, I did.
I
Okay.
did.
Then you remember Runehide doing some of these, and you remember that that had something to do with time as well, because the archangel that was in the tower of, or the top roof area of that tower, she was using her hammer to try to turn the gears of time back. So these are lawful time symbols that Erodin used, or at least were parts of Axios, Mechanus for short.
Um,
And across from there is also a time stopping area, so they could be linked.
I was sort of gonna. I'm gonna keep that in mind, but I'm keeping looking around.
Okay. You
But I'm
just
also
notice
gonna
that there's
call in
symbols.
Razek.
Okay, you did this. Now, when you did the standard, you don't get to keep moving. So I'm going to move you back, because as soon
Oh,
as you did the standard, you'd already moved over there. Did the standard, that stops you, because in Pathfinder 1 system, you move to your standard, you don't get to move again, unfortunately.
okay. Can I do anything else? Like, can I call
Yeah.
Razek
Yeah.
in?
Oh, yeah, you can talk King's free. Talking's free.
Oh,
You can let him know, and on his turn, he can come over as well.
yeah. I'll shout to Isaac. Come and have a look at this, please, because I've seen this before. I think we've seen this before.
And I'll turn your vision so that you can see the rest of the area. Now we'll go to Gojin.
Yeah, I've tried to do that to get the diagonal thing going. You know the that, and I can't do it on the on the on the
Keyboard.
on the keyboard. Yeah,
Yeah,
every
hold
time I
Shift.
do it,
Hold
yeah.
Shift and then hit an arrow key. It should do it for you.
Oh yeah, I can do it like that and like that.
Yeah,
I
because
can't get it to do the
the roll.
diagonal that I want it to
That's
do it.
done with a mouse wheel, and I think you're on a Mac, so I don't think you have a mouse wheel, do you?
I do have a mouse. Wow.
If you have a
Yeah, I
mouse
think
wheel,
this one's switched.
yeah, if you have a mouse wheel, you
Ah,
hold Shift and roll it, and that does it for you.
it's just done it for me. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Let's try that again.
Okay.
Yeah, there it is.
Gojin, you
Hey.
moving up to that platform to look at that area of adjustment?
Yes.
Okay. You've already done the perception check on it. Let's see here.
To disable.
Disable device? Yes. It'll be 3 rolls. Oh, nice roll. Okay. That's your first one. The next round, you'll have to do another one as well. Azik and Sorrel, you guys both notice the energy begin to lower for a second inside the ley line. So it thinned out. It went from an overpowering ley line to a powerful ley line. His next adjustment brought it down to a medium or a moderate ley line, and now his last adjustment made it a least powerful ley line. So what he's actually doing by the panel on the wall, he's rearranging these crystals in this kind of like sand rock garden pattern that's stuck vertically on the wall. As he moves the crystals around, they form a geometric shape. You're familiar with seeing this from the Black Shard Towers when you fought against the Iron Legion. So you see how this is manipulated, and he lowered the ley line. You believe now if you hit it with a disjunction, the amount of damage it rippled out would not be as powerful. So it wouldn't be 5 levels higher. It would probably be maybe a level or 2 lower than whoever did the disjunction, and it would probably remove the damage down to that which you would expect from things like fireballs versus things like you would expect from meteor storms, because the damage it did before was at the meteor storm level, which are the die 10s, whereas this is now down to the fireball level damage, where he might actually be able to dodge and avoid that if you did disjunction it. But you're sure it probably wouldn't penetrate a wall of force. So if there was an immediate force sphere, or if there was a dome of force, or even a wall that everybody was standing behind, they'd probably be protected. Okay, Brian moved and did his standard. Now, Darmus.
I'm just waiting. You know what I'm doing? I'm gonna do lay a hand. 54.
Okay, plus 54.
Yep. Next round will be the last one.
Okay. Okay. Are you moving or doing anything else?
Nope, I'm just standing here watching.
All right, Sorrel.
Okay. I don't think I normally have Wall of Force up.
Ooh.
You don't have the wall.
No.
Thank you, Darms.
I was gonna I learned my lesson from last time, and I was gonna sit here and study it some more and try to decipher the ramifications of um, turning down or disintegrating or disjunctioning the ley line might have.
The turning down part sounds like a really good idea.
Well,
completely
does.
shutting off may be a problem, but
Gojin got it
turning
turned down in power. So Gojin's manipulation of the wall actually made the ley line reduce its power. Anybody looking at it sees visibly that it is not as dense of an energy wave as it was before. For those like yourself, Sorrel, that's already made your Thessalonian knowledge on it, you can see that it went from a more powerful one to one of the weakest versions of a ley line. So if you think about a ley line as a vein, Gojin took it from a main artery down to a capillary in power. Really, it really is a lot less. And the damage for your group probably wouldn't even be close to lethal, except the person that's up there close to it. If they make any contact with it, there's still the chance of disintegration, but it's not. It would be like a lesser mage casting the disintegration versus an arch magi or a mythical arch magi casting it like yourselves. Because before, remember, the ley line amplifies the power of the individual casting. This lower ley line, it's fairly got its own power, so it's not incredibly dangerous, but it's still dangerous. So just not as bad as it was. So Gojin already took it down 3 steps. He's out of crystals. There's nothing more he can do over there on that wall, and everybody sees that. He's used all the crystals on the wall he can to make that shape.
Okay.
Cool, man. That's a wonderful job.
I'm gonna ask him how long he can keep it that way.
Gojin, by your arrangement here, you think at least a minute, because you can feel the pressure in the sands behind it wanting to move these, but you believe they lock in place. And then what you saw is when you got it to lock into place, you pushed the crystals into the sand a little bit. You can feel them rising out of the sand, but they're not wanting to move yet on their own. You believe that, much like you learned from Icawad, when this type of elemental earth ley line interface gets adjusted, it pushes the crystals out, then it rearranges the crystals into a random pattern to allow the energy to flow the way it's meant to flow. So understanding that, you're like, minute, I guess. So
can I ask a question outside of my go?
talking's free, but I got to pause the person's turn you're on. So I'll pause that turn. Go ahead.
I just wanted to ask a question to everyone. Is this ley line holding this god? Because was this ley line was put there to sort of stop him, wasn't it? To sort of cage him here. Is that right?
Sort of how I understood it. So
Yeah.
that's why I'm.
They held him in place while Athena ripped out his heart.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but why would we have a console to stop the flow?
It could be just to reduce the flow. Because
That may be a ley line that was already in place.
Yeah, that's what I'm
When
thinking.
the inevitable was built, this may be part of.
I'm thinking that they're more dimmers rather than a light switch on and off.
Knowledge planes for everybody. No, the conversation did stimulate a knowledge planes.
Yeah. No, we're doing exactly what we should be doing.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You can still
I'm
roll.
really stimulated now.
You can roll knowledge planes.
Hey, before we unleash hell on this thing, what'll happen?
Yeah, I'm very stimulated by this conversation.
Anybody that made over a 50 knowledge planes, the only reason you would have a ley line inside of a being that could be controlled by something inside the being is if by the plane of law it's meant to be here, which means law actually controls the power source inside here. As if maybe if the inevitable was to be malfunctioning or not performing its core functions by what Axios or Mechanus, the plane of law, would see fit, that it could be adjusted by its attendants to be deactivated. So inside this primal inevitable, there may be more of these panels that literally just turn it down, almost to an off
Fail
state.
safe.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm sort of wondering, is this the Hester trap that we went into last time, where we switched off the ley line and hello Hester, how nice to meet you.
No, he did. They did. They didn't cage him here. He destroyed him.
Yeah. Well, um, yes and no to that. Your knowledge planes and knowledge of inevitables, since they are a construct and a divine construct, with this one still having energy flowing through him, he may be stuck in a state of death, but it might not be permanent. The only way you would know that is to actually know exactly what Athena did to him. But by all descriptions, he was encased in elemental forces crafted by several gods of the elements, and that's what they used to hold this colossal, well, actually it's beyond colossal, but inevitable, that's over 1,000 feet tall in place. They literally built a small planetoid around him. But this ley line is not from the god's creation. This ley line is actually a part of this being, which makes a lot of sense. I mean, to have the power to fight gods, it would have to have some type of a localized arcane energy field within it. And it's believed that all ley lines in Imble or come from the weave and come from other planes of magic that exist out there, and they're actually veins of energy that ripple through worlds. And should they be damaged, these areas lose magic and become magic dead areas. By it having its own internal ley line system, it would never be without magic, even if standing in a dead magic area, because it's able to manifest its magical energies internally. It packs its own source of arcane energy, which means somewhere inside this being is a massive portal to the weave. It's just like raw magical energy pouring into this construct. You could, but the question is, do you want to be close to that source? You know, because Sorrel talking with everybody over campfires, etc., about ley lines over the last 9 years you've been adventuring together, you all know these things are very volatile. If you can attune to them, yeah, it's pretty cool. But somebody starts fucking with a ley line, everything attached to it can be damaged, even if you're miles away. So that's why Sorrel never attached himself to the ley lines in the area around, because it was a vulnerability. If somebody damaged that ley line, did a disjunction, he could be eating damages miles and miles away and not even know where it's coming from, just because he's attached to it. So, which could happen here in this inevitable too. Maybe that's what Athena did. Maybe she damaged that system inside of this being, and that caused all this damage you keep see happening. And no, you guys never asked her really what she did. She just told you tore his heart out. But you know she was talking in mortal terms to you. So
Yeah, but would disrupting this stream make us instant enemies of the inevitables inside?
right now
Or
you've
requiring
yeah, that's unknown. That's a total unknown how they're tracking. And you heard from questioning the Marut that you actually inevitable that you used a control spell on from Sorrel, and talking with it, that it only pays attention to the songs, what songs are being sung. And Kitty singing a song made it not hostile. And Kitty's magical accompaniment is still traveling with her. So everywhere you guys go, there's that floating lyre still playing her song. And I think it will for what, another 22 minutes? So she's got quite some time that spell is going to be up and running. That's not consuming her bardic energy. So she's still singing that same song through her mystical accompaniment spell.
I put a couple of things. I like the idea of turning it down rather than switching it off, as we found out was a bad thing last time. But also,
Yep.
I really want to try and does this Marut know Too Drunk to Fuck by the Dead Kennedys? Because I want him to. to do that. I want him to start dancing to that. That would be very cool.
No, but he can sing "Hail to the King." There you go.
Oh, okay. That's fine. Cool.
He knows a couple of
Excellent.
Five Finger Death Punch songs too, but hey, we're just gonna leave it at that.
Well,
Gotta start small.
yeah.
Small.
Sorry, continue. That was just a joke.
Who's messing with the ley line? Who's casting the spell?
I will, but give me a bit of time to prepare.
Okay,
I
Sorrel.
want to check out something else too.
I'm wondering whether we need to, or just can we turn it down to a point where we can get through?
It is turned down.
It's
We can't get.
yeah, it's turned down as far as it can be turned down by what Gojin's doing, unless there's some other thing you can use to adjust it. Sorrel, was there anything
That's
else
what I
you
was
wanted to do
thinking.
on your turn?
I'm just gonna move up closer to it.
Okie dokie. It is unpaused. You may move.
Yeah, it's as far as I can go.
Okay.
So yeah, that'll be my turn.
As you get close to that energy to the side, I do need you to make a saving throw. Your halo is rippling over the area of divine energy. I need you to make a will save. Oh, good one. You felt energy coming towards you from the explosion of the hammer in and out of it. It looked like as your light washed over it, some of the cracks started to repair, but then they exploded once again. But the resounding energy coming back through your halo's light did not hurt you. You seen it kind of arc on the floor like a small electrical bolt, and it just danced onto the floor and didn't do any damage to you, except a buzzing in your feet. You felt the buzz of that electricity. So like an arc came off of it. That's all.
Ooh.
Are you suppressing your halo?
I suppose I gotta wait for my next turn to figure what the heck
It's
that
a swift.
was.
It's a swift. What that is
Okay.
It's a swift to turn off your halo. That's
Well, if it's helping the hammer, no, I don't want to turn it off.
okay. It seemed like it was trying to help it, but it seemed like there could be some damage coming back to you. Okay. All right. I will continue the turn and move on to Kitty LeBang. You saw that happen. You saw this little electrical arc come out of there and zap over towards Sorrel, and it seemed to go right down the radiant beam of his halo.
Darkness, my friend.
We'll leave the light on for you.
Became Motel 60.
That's so bad.
Maybe let me partner up with me called a Roach Motel.
You are a giant bug. Okay.
I am.
Bugs check in. They don't check out.
Is there anything you wanted to do, honey?
There's gonna be some damage to that damn hotel before I get out.
This is just all knowledge gathering. It's literally just talking about the things in the environment and trying to figure stuff out. So, did you want to try to analyze what happened just now with Sorrel?
Quietly.
Okay, do a knowledge religion.
Hey, Kitty, you're on mute.
You believe that since Sorrel's an Asmirian, that it could be the fact his halo comes from his divine grace that's inside of him, his essence, that's part celestial. You know that his mother's Piscar, which is a solar. So you're thinking the halo coming from him is a type of divine energy, much like the source, because that's where the halo most likely emanates from, is the source. And that source energy was trying to repair the damaged hammer. So in other words, with divine energy like source power, just pure, that it would repair that hammer that's stuck in that broken loop. That would be Two ways you can think of from your knowledge of religion that divine power can be manifested without using a spell, a halo. The halo does not do a light spell, it is an aura that emanates. The second is a burst, a divine burst of energy. Normally channeled through a healer, they do a burst of divine energy that heals anybody in an area. That is raw divine energy being used to heal, not harm. Those are the only two things you think of. So if there was a burst, it might have even a greater effect on it. But what effect that would be is unknown. So,
Did that happen with me? Because I'm an Azamar as well. So when I was close to it, looking at it, did that happen to me as well?
no, because I don't normally have you listed as having an intense halo or a halo light out, which is your evoked halo for your head.
So
Oh,
would
okay.
now
I,
be a good
right.
time to hold my juice box?
It's up to you, or you can
I want
mention
to
what you
try
thought.
something.
Oh, you go ahead. It's your turn.
Is there a way that I can amplify? You know, just give it a little extra.
No, Empress could, or Dharmas could, or somebody like Sorrel who has the advanced Asmirian template. Because don't forget, Sorrel has wings. He actually has angel
Yeah.
vestal wings and the amplified halo that go with that template.
Okay.
So, not that you can think of, but if Dharma's channeled, it might have an effect. Because you do know Dharmas can channel. Nothing close to the power of Empress, but he can channel
You
his
do
divine
know
energy.
that Darmus is at max
And
divine powers.
yeah, and Dharmas did get
All my
refilled with
abilities are
everything
max.
from the floor above.
All my abilities, are max right now. So
Okay.
Saying anything?
No, I don't think it's important.
Okay. Moving on. Round 24. Okay, we're one more round before the haste is off.
That's awesome. I'm gonna run here. Sorry. Gonna drop from this platform now. Dock and colliding. And over here. Now, what did you say? Did I see in the closet here?
Okay, you're right here. Oh yes, it looks like stored parts and components.
Anything magical?
Everything here glows with an overwhelming magic because you're inside of a construct.
Yeah, but how does it survive the fog, the acid thing?
Well, this area back here just doesn't seem to be damaged by the acid. Maybe it's immune, unknown. The walls in this area out here that I'm pinging are continuously damaged, though.
Okay, I'm gonna pop a time stop and run through.
Okay. Castaway.
Now, let me just check what's the cost time. So cast time is a swift action, meaning I can do double move. And I'm gonna do it with 19 power points, so it lasts for 3 full rounds in a burn time. Is that okay?
You're casting it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've cast it. Let me just reduce the power points.
Unlock.
Okay, done. Did it take effect?
Yes, you see everything kind of stop. It looks like you're moving faster than any of the other things are.
Yeah. I mean, I wanted to time this when Gazier is out. Is that okay?
When the geyser is
Including.
not exploding its acid. Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to run through acid, and I want to go there.
Okay. So you move through the acid, you come back to a bunch of parts. You see cogs, wheels, pipes, plates, other things of that ilk in this area.
Does anything seem useful? Does anything seem out of the ordinary?
Useful? No. There's nothing here that looks like a normal thing, like a weapon, sword, shield, armor, miscellaneous device. Just things that you've seen before, like cogs, plates, panels. Looks like bolts. A very crude form of a bolt, though.
Okay, I'm gonna grab some of it and get out.
What are you grabbing? Cogs, bolts, or plates?
What's lacking in the room before? In the main room.
That would have been an engineering check when you were back in the room.
Can I do it now?
Yes, at a disadvantage. Go ahead. The disadvantage is going to be a +10 because you don't really remember what was damaged in the room. You didn't pay attention to look at that level of, hey, is it missing a cog over there? kind of thing. You rolled a 1, but
Yeah,
you
I
still
rolled
got a
a
good
one.
roll. Still got a good roll. Cogs.
I'm gonna grab as much cogs as I can carry.
Okay.
I can even enlarge myself as a swift action. I got 3 rounds, so
Okay.
I'm gonna grab as many as I
You
can.
moved in there, grabbed
And
some. That's round 1. Round 2 now is moving back out.
yeah, I'm gonna move back.
Okay. And then there, pause for a second.
More, and I'm gonna drop
Nope.
him on the
Stop.
ground.
No, no. No. Stop
Oh, sorry.
here. Stop here.
Yeah.
Pause this for a second.
Do they have to step down or?
No, you see something appear next to you.
Mhm.
I don't know why it's doing that to me, but it is. All right. What you see appear next to you is the rippling image of 2 beings. They seem to occupy the same space in existence, which is kind of weird. As they bounce back and forth, you feel a stirring. The stirring comes from inside your psionic reservoir. Do you have a focus held right
Yeah,
now? You
I
just
got
lost it. It removed your focus as it appeared.
because I have deep focus. I have 2
It
deep
just took
focuses.
them both, and it whipped off your psionic time stop from you as well. You feel it. You feel it reach out to the bubble you're in for the time stop, and you watch all of this energy swirl into it as it looks at you and goes, "Not again." As you feel energies ripple over yourself. Do you have a spell resistance?
No, I don't.
Okay. What's that?
I don't.
You don't? Okay. Gives you no save. You feel the time stop, ripped from your mind. You lost the ability to cast it and manifest it. You would need to go and learn it again.
Okay.
It says, not again, as it looks at you. And then it vanishes. Ooh. Everybody makes a playing your knowledge check.
You took his cogs, how dare you?
Oh, he did
Sorrel,
far
do
worse.
you have a spell resistance?
I do.
Okay, I'm going to do a caster level check, or I removed time stop from your knowledge as well. Because mine is a 100-foot area of effect, and you're within that area of effect. I got a 49, but you will get, if you have a spell resistance only, you'll get a save. The save is the 49. If you can make a will check save of 49, I did not take time stop out of your mind.
No, I
Can't make it?
my spell
Yeah.
resistance only 20.
Okay.
Difficult.
Okay.
Will save's only 20. Yeah.
Funny if you.
There we go. Noted. And at that, they vanish as they rip back through the floor. And now it's rippling in your mind. Be careful with time spells when you go inside there. She warned you of the Eerie. I tried. I tried to warn you.
Or should we say this?
Well, no,
Anyway, I was gonna.
that's because Athena doesn't have time stop. She's not a powerful arcanist. She just knows it's harder than fuck to fight the damn thing when you got to call action every fucking round. I'm going to punch you in the face. She did say that was what she said. I'm going to punch you. Okay, that was your round.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop the cogs there.
Okay. Oh, the Marut next to you looks at the cogs and he's like, "Thank you." And he's actually turning to walk over towards him.
Yep. Totally worth it.
It's totally your turn. Well, that was okay. And
There's a
everybody made
whole
the
thing
knowledge.
going on.
And everybody that made the knowledge planes to know what the base of an Iniri is. Iriri. So, does everybody need me to go over them again?
Just how to kill them.
Oh, that's the hard part.
Yeah, if you could give us location, direction,
The
stuff like that, that'd be good as
entire
well.
body.
Okay.
They are human-like, graceful bodies that have what looks like a beetle for a beetle's head, a rhinoceros beetle's head. That's it. Okay. It is Jolie's turn. And what were you doing?
Okay, I'm gonna call. Hold on,
Tish.
that should work. Okay, yes, I'm gonna call on my fellow angelic winged beat friend. Call him over and say, "Have you seen these? These look familiar." And I'll continue to walk around.
No, yeah.
Sorrel, I'll give you an intelligence check. This is an easy one. All you gotta do is roll your intelligence. It'll have the modifier in it, and as long as you make something higher than a 17, which you did. Okay, two things. Yes, the runes are identical to the ones that you saw in the Tower of Erodin, but that pit is identical to the one that Zarel was imprisoned on top of. Inside of the will or inside of Kermaga when you were at the Keeper of the Dead, the Twiceborn's lair. Remember when you went deep inside the catacombs below his building? There was a
Mm-hmm.
pit that had an angel trapped on top of it and a sword that was there as well. The angel Zarel was said to have been freed from the pit, but his sword was still there. Darmus looked at the sword and said it was some type of a holy blade. The kicker here is that pit and the runestone design around it is identical to that. I mean, with your mind, you've got almost an idyllic memory. You're very positive that this is the exact same configuration of stones. The only difference is those runes from Axios are on the stones.
Huh. Okay, I'm relaying this to Darmus.
Oh shit, it is familiar. You remember because you were like, wanted that sword bad.
I just snatched it. I had to snatch that sword and run with it.
It didn't make it far, did you?
Before I got all the way to the necromancer, healed him and ran back. I made my saves though. That was the only reason why. Otherwise, I'd been ego whipped.
That's level 2 stuff.
Yeah. And I've wanted that sword ever since. Wanted that sword ever since.
Yeah, I'm surprised you aren't lifting the cover off this thing already.
I don't know anything about it yet. So now.
Okay, so you're sure that it is some type of a containment pit. You did see one of the Lucaron inevitables come out of it. That was the first sound you heard, and it is this inevitable over here that actually came out of it. And the top did twist, open lightly as it came out.
Huh.
So Jolie, are you doing anything else? I saw you move closer to the pit. Are you wanting to move anywhere else around the room?
Yeah, I'm seeing whether it has the same effect on me as it had on Cyril, wasn't it? That went close to it and started the angel thing going on.
We had it out.
Yeah, underneath your, did you actually pump anything into your Asmirian template so that you could get the Vestal wings? You can actually take racial levels, and I believe that's what
Oh
you
yeah,
did.
I've got angelic winds and angelic blood. If you mean the feet,
Yes.
I've got those two.
Yes. As you get
Also
closer to it,
enlightened warrior and blood.
That's what I got.
Planar vision, which is 2 traits. I don't know whether they help.
okay, make a will save. Bump, 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 bump.
No problem. Will save. Okay, I get to do this twice.
So you can do it twice. Do you get to choose the best of the
Yeah.
two?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll again.
And
You-
I'm also going to add what's it called?
A mythic?
Surge.
Oh, a mythic
to
surge
it as
to
well.
it? Okay.
Yeah. Is it? We're up to D8, aren't we? Now?
Yes, yes, you are for your mythic surge.
Right. Wasn't
Okay.
much.
2.
Boom.
You were
34 plus I've got morale.
You feel the energies ripple through you. Those energies coalesce in you to actually give you, let's see, 1, 2, 3. Roll a 3-sided dice. Just you can do 1d3, and that'll do it for you. If you do the /R.
1d3.
Yeah.
Okay. 1d6 divided by 2. Is that okay?
Or just do 1d3. The system will roll like a 1d3, so you can go R and then 1d3, bang, and see it'll roll like that.
R1.
There you go.
I don't know how to do that sort of stuff on this, but let's give it a go.
Oh yeah, you put a / in front of it, and then the R and then space 1d3. So it'd be / R, then a space, then 1d3, all together, and then hit it.
/R 1d.
Yep, as long as there's a space between it, the R and the 1d3, you're good to go.
R. Right, okay, that's what I've done wrong. I've rolled a 1d6 if you want to just halve it. But
okay, we can do that too. If that's 3, I'll go ahead and do that. Your Magnus went up by 1 level. I've went ahead and increased your level.
Who, sorry?
Your Magnus level went up 1.
Oh.
Magus.
You also changed to lawful good. Or sorry, chaotic good.
Chaotic good.
Mm-hmm. Byproduct of the
Okay,
hammer.
that's weird.
Does that make him a fallen monk?
Okay. It means I can't go up any more levels as a monk, but it sort of... Okay, that was weird.
Mm-hmm. You felt the energies pulsate through you. You felt a raging anger inside of you. You could feel the boiling of the storms around you, and you know that you wanted to call it towards you. You could hear the clash of lightning rippling off of mountaintops well into the distance. For a moment, your eyes sparkled with lightning as you felt the energy just overflowing your entire body. You could see in the distance the hammer sailing through the air as it blew through mountains and dropped giants the size of what you would consider even very high mountains and almost planetary sizes. The hammer would come back to you. As you outstretched your arm, you could see the leather bracelet that was wrapped around it. You could see the fur and scales rippling across it, and you knew the ancient dragon you would tore this hide from with your bare hands. As this hammer slammed back into your hand, you would see the ground crack underneath you as it boiled up around your feet. As you knew you were planting yourself hundreds of feet into the ground, as you would throw the hammer again, you'd feel the ground rip open as chasms as big as things like the Grand Canyon rippled around you as you threw with your hammer, feeling the power of not only earth, but the power of the plane of lightning and quasi-elemental planes powered through your entire body as it echoed through your arm in one fateful throw. As it did, you watched this lightning ripple from your hand as it went to the hammer, and that channel of lightning was no less than 1,000 feet thick as it blew through mountains and liquefied them like volcanoes would. As the hammer kept going, and you'd see it pierce through the dimensions and strike another foe as your eyes go dark.
Um,
For a moment,
okay.
for a moment, you knew your name was Tor. You were the son of Odin, the Allfather. You knew what
I
you
will.
did was destroy giants. You fought with titans. You laid them low. But you don't feel that anymore. You feel it vanishing from you. You feel the power that was in you settled into a resource. Remember how we talked about the chakras inside the body? You felt this one fell into an area, it did not drop into your key pool area. This one dropped into another region of your body that you believe some of your arcane energies pool within. And now that's when you realize your knowledge has expanded in your area of being a Magnus. But you still feel
Okay.
that random rage inside you, just so you know. Now, understand in the game, though, from a player's perspective, you can change your alignment at any time. This change that was forced upon you is not a curse. There is nothing changing you, stopping you from saying, I want to make myself more neutral again, or lawful neutral, or whatever ethics you want to be. It's just experiencing this God's energy rolling through you made your views on the world, until you take the time to do this, which it'll take at least a day or more,
Mm.
shifts you back into the stance you want, because you need to kind of refine yourself. So it's also fully within your character's role playing belief right now to lose your shit and to get incredibly pissed, much like a berserker would, or a barbarian raging, because that's the power that flew through you for a moment.
Okay. I think this is going to be fun. So I'm going to. I'm gonna. I've reached my hand towards it, and you'll start to hear coming from my lips. I am poor. I am the god of everything. The thunder and lightning coming down towards me. I am the father of Magni and Magnus. I think that was their names.
Yep.
His sons.
Yep.
I can be a bit bad with the names in terms of pronunciation.
That's good.
My mouth is where pronunciation goes to die. So I apologise if it's not very good.
You do see, as you're calling, the hammer is trying to turn your direction. But then all of a sudden time resets, and it's switched back to the angle at which it was coming through the wall and stuck in this time stop zone. And then you see it go back
Bring
to
me. Sorry.
exploding and then collapsing again. But it was trying to come to you as you were calling to it.
Bring me Mjolnir! Bring me Maginger! Bring me my belt! Ah! And then I sort of start to gain some element of composure
There you
after all that lot.
Okay, cool. And that's the end of your turn. Gojin, well, that was interesting. You saw the electricity flow out of that thing. For a moment, he was massive looking too. It almost made him go to huge in size from your perspective, just with the lightning swirling around the monk. He kind of reminded you of Runehide getting pissed off. You know, that orc can go from like, 6'7" to 12, 18 feet fucking tall when he's pissed.
Yeah.
The hammer looked really cool though.
Hold on, didn't I look cool? I mean, it's
Yes.
not just about the hammer, is it? Thank you. I wanted a bit of
I did
acknowledgement,
I
thank
did
you.
say you grew to almost 12 feet tall, buffed out like a raging barbarian. There you go. For a monk.
That's okay.
It's just
As long as I'm getting some recognition of being a badass mofo.
I'm sorry. I must have been on mute because I was in awe of your greatness.
Thank you, Kitty.
Bruce Lee to Arnold Schwarzenegger, just like that.
well,
Thank you, Kitty. You are now my new friend.
I would say David Carradine, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and David Carradine with wings. So
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah. I'm not that new guy in the Marvel films. I'm the
there you
proper
go.
guy, you know, the
There you
real deal
right.
type
The
thing.
real deal.
Sorry,
And now
I'll
it's
be
Ken's
quiet
turn
now.
again. It's not a sidekick.
Well, I'm gonna go and get in that alcove or room or whatever to hide from the disintegrate when.
Boom, boom.
Okay.
Yeah,
So you're gonna
and
move.
I'm gonna ready an action to evade if I have to.
Okay. So you head this direction. That's your maximum move. They were talking about the room straight south of you. You see that is a 10-foot wide opening right there, and it does go back to what looks like some type of a hallway or shaft.
Okay.
Anything else besides that?
No.
Okay, cool beans. All right, Darmus,
Hmm.
the
Has
bug.
anybody tested the ability to teleport?
I think they've been scared too.
Go ahead. You can do it.
I don't have the ability to teleport.
We can't even. We can't
Well,
even
not with an
fly.
attitude like that.
There is
You
that.
couldn't before, but can you now?
Just to let you know, I'm not going to try the teleport because it's taken me 5 minutes to recover from the Thor monologue. I'm coughing stuff up I didn't think I even owned. So, excuse me.
Were you done,
No.
Darmus?
I'm going to.
Damn it! It clicked the button. Sorry.
If it's life or death, I'll try it. But I'm gonna.
What are you doing over there?
I'm gonna test the row with this bad boy.
It's a delay, so when I went to click the button back, it double hit it. What was that, Darmus? I did not hear that again. Sorry.
I just put it in the chat.
Okay, you're doing King's Castle. Okay.
It may not be used, but a life or death situation, I can swap places with it or attempt to.
Sorrel?
Yeah, teleport spell.
Sorrel?
Yeah.
Sorrel's the
Yeah.
anchor. All right, and he's got to be within. Well, you got 9 levels as you got 9 divine levels, right? For caster. Is that
Caster I count as a 20.
Oh, wait, it's a paladin spell. Sorry, my bad. It's going off your paladin levels there. There you go. Cool. So you've got like 60 feet you can go with that. Every
I
two.
can go 25 feet plus 5 feet for 2 levels.
Yeah.
75.
So it'd be your paladin levels too. Oh yeah, your evangelist count as paladin casting levels. I keep forgetting that. So you still got 10, so another 50 feet, so 75 feet roughly.
75 feet, correct.
Yep. All right, sounds cool.
Same range as mother. Save or die spell. So.
All right, sounds good. And I'm going to add the target is Sorrel. Well, not from Gojin, but Happen to have him highlighted. Okay, you did that. You moved and cast. That's your round. Sorrel, what are you doing? Is it time to tinkle on the ley line? I can put it out. When in doubt, whip it out.
Yeah,
Turned
ley
into
lines out, guns out.
Um, actually, I was gonna try to heal the hammer.
Okay.
Don't say anything when I'm sitting next to you.
You want to move? I won't die here. Don't worry about that. I'll die defending my town, but not here.
This is awesome.
Oh,
This is
yeah, I
like,
know you won't.
here's a shiny. Ah!
I know you.
Yeah.
I know you won't. We know you won't die here. There's spells in place to prevent that.
Oh, I don't know about that, but okay. So you're wanting to heal the hammer. What are you thinking you're going to use to heal or repair the hammer with?
Oh, that's what I was wondering.
It
You look
seems to
like
be
a white
using.
mage. Come on.
Yeah, it's a lot of divine energy going on over there. Ain't no arcane popping anywhere near except that ley line up there, but ley lines are that way.
no, right, but I am a white mage.
Yeah.
Actually, that's a good question. What do I have?
Well, you could always grab the ley line and point at the hammer. Let's see if I can be a conduit. Ah! I'll tell you just how much of a resistor you are. Let's complete that circuit, guys.
Yeah,
For
let's.
a second. Yeah.
See, we got the hammer forged in the heart of a dying star, and we've got a ley line that powers an entire planet for magic. And you want to be the wire in between those two. This sounds interesting.
Let's see if it
Oh,
can energize my popcorn maker.
Yeah, that's what I was
would you
just
like to?
thinking about Kitty and Rain and having you go out into the cornfield and do lightning so she could have popcorn. I'm wondering if that's what we're going to
Yeah.
see here. Either
Get a
that or
Hey.
baby squirrel and a power.
No,
Squirrel and a
no.
power line.
either that or we get a Sorrel Young Einstein kind of thing going down.
Yeah. Both of them will be fun.
I'm not going to try and disconnect them once they hit.
Yeah, if he's bouncing, don't grab him.
You would love to whack me with a broomstick. I already know it.
Damn, that's an old pop culture reference right there and then.
Mm-hmm.
All right. All right. I'm gonna ignore the hammer. I'm gonna get. I'm gonna get ready to do a disjunction on the
Oh, okay.
um on the ley line when everybody's ready for me to.
Are we all gonna be on it at once?
I think the original plan mentioned a while back was everybody goes to this hallway that is in the south area of the map where Gojin is standing past him, and then somehow erects a barrier or hides around the corner while Sorrel basically shorts that circuit and sees if there's going to be a spark.
Okay, sounds good. Let's do it.
Okay.
If it helps, I can actually bring about a force field, but it's a 10 foot around me wall of force.
Well, everybody did see there is a 10-foot wide entrance to that passage. That's right where I'm pinging. So that could seal that off.
Work
I
perfect.
didn't see where you were
I'll ping
pinging.
again.
My
See where I'm pinging right there? That's a
oh
little
yeah, now I
hallway
do.
that's a little entrance into a hallway.
Okay.
Sweet. All right. So Sorrel's readying an action to disjunction when everybody's in the room.
Yep.
Okay.
So everyone wants me to do the wall of force.
Sounds like it. You moving to that area, Kitty?
Yeah. I was gonna wait for my turn, but if
It
you
is
want
your
to move
turn.
me, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, it is your turn. So I'll move you.
Oh, well then yeah.
Here you go.
I can get behind the wall, can I? Or am I going to be standing out in the room?
Get behind it.
I can't.
I got to be within range.
I'm fixing it. You can see out of the room now. Just can't see everybody hidden by the wall. Here, you want to be over one more
Do-
so you can see
Do
everybody?
you want the people want the wall of force?
I still can't see. Is that okay? Is that normal?
Yep.
All right.
Jolie asked if everybody wants the wall of force. I think the answer was,
Of course.
there you go.
Okay, I'll bring up the wall of force. Let me just do it.
I think they're wanting it back here, Jolie.
Yeah, I tried to move over there, but it's
Not your turn.
I have, yeah. Well, do you want me to move over to there, like I'm
Uh,
doing, or do you want me to stay where I am?
yeah, you can go ahead. You can move over to here. I'll move people around. That's okay.
Isaac's got to get in there too.
Yeah, and it's Azek's turn too. So
I think it's better if you let me do it,
yeah,
because
I'm cool with you
I'll
moving
probably
yourself.
be able to mitigate the backlash easier.
So you
If
want
you
to do the
want,
wall of force? There you go. Or are you wanting to do the disjunction?
Disjunction. Because I got that thing that can probably stop half the damage, and I got double of Sorrel's hit points, so probably. If something hits back, it's better if it hits back at me.
We just want to take one for the team.
okay.
All right.
If you want to, I'll let you.
You can always heal me afterwards. So let's swap positions, and you guys get behind the force field. Wall of force, that is. I'll get into position and ready this junction. That is, it's a different name sonically, but
So you moving
it's
back to the room,
unravel
Sorrel?
sonic.
Yeah.
All right, I'll move your guy back down there. Whoa.
I guess we're going. My guy can't move either.
I'll move everybody. It's because of moving outside a turn. We have a combat round going, so.
Robert, is this same as what we need? It's a 9th level power.
Yes.
Okay.
Rolling, rolling, rolling.
Yeah, because this junction's quality is the ability to affect artifacts, and yours still has the 1% chance per manifestor level to actually affecting powerful items such as artifacts and etc. Yours is a burst too. All right, that works. Okay, so you're up there. Brian, I'm gonna move you back here too. And who's doing the wall of force over the door? That's Jolie still?
Yeah, he's got it.
Yeah, yeah. I've put it up. I don't know where you want me to, but I'm sort of standing in the middle of that doorway, for want of a better word, wherever you want to put me.
Oh, that's a good place right there because it lets you do the barrier right across.
So,
Yes, you can. Actually, you have displacement up. When you were resting and didn't enjoy the game late last session, you actually casted disjunction. It's still going and it will be going for another minute and a half. So, because you casted it on round 18, I think it is. So you have your displacement up, not disjunction, but displacement. I don't know why we've got a line drawn on the screen. Okay, we can get back to Azek's turn. We can spend the 6 seconds, everybody moving around. I'll come back around to Azek's turn, and you can cast the spell with your caster level check. Sorry, go back one.
I'm going to lean over to Darmus and say, I told you I wasn't going to die here.
And I'm gonna be ready to use that intellect fortress as an immediate action
Okay.
if this thing backlashes.
Okay. Um, you did your caster level check. Absolutely, this thing is arcing back your direction.
Yeah, let me pop the other thing. Can you
It's
remove the lock?
Can I remove the what?
The lock so I can remove PowerPoints.
Oh, yes. The lock. There we go. Undone. It's getting a lot of lag today on this site. When you do the disjunction, the field of energy beside you goes off.
Okay, I'm done.
The hammer explodes. It looks like it's exploding, but then it resolidifies and drops to the ground. As it does, it punches a hole through the floor. You hear boom, and it sounds like gears and springs bouncing all over the place as you hear this bam, 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 and a Doppler effect as it's falling through all the different levels because it's not strong enough to hold the weight of the hammer as it falls.
Wait, so we effectively created a lift?
And this Marut vanishes. As he does, you see him fall in the hole as you see parts of him explode back up from all the other gears and things that are turning below that.
Whoa.
As you can see from your level being above, looking down in the hole, you can see a lot of gears, plates, and looks like screws. But these things are made out of andamite and mithril and literally just ground up that colorant like he was nothing. And you guys know those colorants got about as much health as Dharma's and Runehide. So chewing one up instantly in a fall, that's a massive amount of damage. Just
And
want to
we
point that
didn't
out.
want to hurt anybody.
Right, if it kill Runehide in one blow, that's not a fun hole to jump into.
Give me a shout when I can use when I can do something, please.
You did your wall of force. The rippling effect is arcane energy, and I will roll its damage. That damage is only die sixes, but it is 40 die six.
Yeah, that's gonna hurt.
Up to 240.
135. And that covered the entire room. This guy took the damage too. So did the Locarant. You do your wall of force immediately. Can you post to chat your wall of force ability so I know how much damage it can absorb? I'm not sure if it's the standard wall of force that is 10 per level or if it's something different. Some of the immediate ones have less damage they take, things like that. At that, both of the creatures become hostile since they were damaged by an action you took.
It's 30 hardness and a number of hit points equal to 20 per caster level. So,
Are they based off your Magnus level or your monk level?
of the Staff of Power level, which I think is 15.
Correct.
Let me just check.
Nope, that's right. Staffs are usually 15. So
yeah,
that would be 150. Okay, so it absorbed it.
well, 300. Yeah,
Yeah, it absorbed it.
300.
So no damage got to you guys at all. You saw it crack your wall, but it didn't burst through it. But that energy that rippled across the room blew parts off of the inevitables that were in the room, damaged the area around the room, and your wall of force visibly cracked down the middle, but the energy did not get through. You saw the energy wash over Azek, but you saw immediately what looked like an armor whip over his body as it locked into the ground, and the energy parted around it, but some of it I think did get through to you, correct? Half of it?
Yeah. Oh.
So you took 62. 70.
Is it of any energy type?
Damn.
Nope, just arcane.
What did you say? 60?
Yeah, 65.
65.
Yep. And I just reduced your hit points.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you.
Okay, at that, I got to roll the initiative for the Lucarant, and they're going to join into the combat scenario at wherever their initiative brings them
Can we
in.
also kill the elementals, time thing, thieves? Uh,
There we go. Okay. Oh, wow, the Lucarant's right after you are. All right. There we go. Um, and what else did you want? Okay, you did your disjunction, which is a standard. You did your immediate action, which was your initial barrier or intellect fortress. And what did you want to do for the move action?
well, I initially wanted to step north, but if I see the combat brewing, I'm staying there.
Okay. Yeah.
By the way, what's this energy crackling here?
That is a portal that you see into another area that resembles this type of stonework and pipework. So you believe it leads to another area. And the Lucarant in the other area said there were 3 access points that you needed to traverse before you could get down to the
Oh,
shoulder.
I thought it was the red one.
Mm-mm.
Sorry.
Okay.
You know what? For the move action, I'll just silently focus. Sorry,
Okay, yeah, that'll
sorry
give you
about
back
that.
one of them because you had 2 with 3
Yeah,
focus, so you got your 2 focuses back. All right.
yeah. I got a feed that lets me do it as a move,
All
and
right.
that's it.
Okay, sounds cool. You were the one that did the disjunction, so yeah, the Lacarant's giving you the elemental kiss.
I'm immune to fire this time.
It does its attack against you. Okay. Oh, threat of a critical. Nice.
Now,
Oh, I gotta look
this
at your
would
armor
be,
class. It's touch.
the, but this would be halved, right? Is it
Yes.
arcane?
Yeah. Well, part of it's fire, part of it's electrical, and I think you have resistances to both of those, correct?
I got resistances and immunity to fire. Because
Okay.
every time I focus, I can change
So
immunity to some
the
element.
fire will be ignored. That's half of it then. The other half is electrical. So out of
Would
the entire
interest
66 damage, you're only going to take 33. And if you have an electrical
and would
resistance, we can reduce that.
yeah, I got 30.
Okay, so you take 3 from that.
I'm very defensive.
Okay.
I'm thinking.
Its move action is to come here. And then come up here to this area so I'm within melee for you. And it's done. Okay. That's it. Oh, hold on, that was its standard. I gotta check its. Nope, no quicks. All right, that's its turn. It's done. On to the Ront. Okay, he's charging his fist. You see storm clouds appear around his left hand as you see lightning begin to crackle around his right hand. And I'm going to do a punishing kick. Let's see if I can get it in my move, though, because I also got to add 10 to that. Yep, I can do it. He's going to come up there and do a punishing kick. All right, move here. Oh, I like it. Sometimes this can be very frustrating how it does not want to let the targets move. Not okay. Pause it and see if it'll let me move him now. Oh, I see what's going on. Sorry. Sometimes I select my own tools that are wrong. I get up there. This will be a punishing kick. It's considered as lightning
Can you
strike.
reach me out there?
Yeah, he was able to do is run and jump with his monk's move, which was a total of 100 that he has. So he ran, jumped, and he's doing a punishing kick. The punishing kick will allow him to move you up to 15 feet if he does connect with you. But I'm hitting your standard armor class, which is, I know, incredibly high with your inertial armor up.
Mm.
So he's going to give that a go. 20's a 20. He did not get it, so he did not hit you. He didn't roll high enough. You see his kick glance off your inertial armor, go off to the side. Okay.
Whoa.
That was his move. Jolie, your turn. Ooh, Monk Boy was doing a punishing kick like he's a hungry hand.
Well, if you want to be really sort of amateur about it, then okay, yeah, fair enough. I'm actually going to try something a little different. Yeah, I'll give him lessons later on. This guy, he doesn't look that good at it. But anyway, no, I'm going to.
Tell me how you really feel.
Yeah. Excuse me. Sorry. I'm going to try something slightly different. I'm going to move a little bit out of.
Are you dispelling your wall of force that's up?
No, not really.
Okay.
It can stay there for now because what I want to try and do, I may find something that does it for me in a minute. So I'm going to move. Hello, I'd like to move. That's okay with you? Okay, maybe not. Okay.
Where do you want to move?
I was just trying to move out of the way of everyone so they can actually get out.
They
So
can't get out
Well,
of
he
where
rolls
you
in the way.
well, it'll move with me. So
Ah,
when I move, it goes with me.
Oh, that's neat.
So I'll move to there, and because I don't know if what I'm about to try and do will have an effect on everyone, but I'm going to reach my hand out and shout, "Million, come to my hand! We shall slay these enemies!" Yeah, I really shouldn't do that, but it's fun.
But you did do it. No, you did do it.
Yeah, I
This
did
is
do it. Yeah.
You did do it. You were kissed by Thor's energy, but you ain't packing the belt and you ain't got the bracers, but that bitch just hit you because the hammer's coming to your hand. As it hits your hand, it doesn't do any damage. Are you trying to keep a hold of it?
Yes.
Okay, as it
Because
jerks you towards the floor, you're going to take 5 die 10 damage as you're trying to
okay.
hold on to this thing that you can't pick up because you do not have the required strength. It did 27 physical damage to you. Does your diamond body help resist some of that?
Well, I'm wondering whether the wall of force would you
Oh,
know.
I broke that.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Yeah. The
No
hammer
problem.
on a hit, let's see, the hammer will come to your hand inerringly for 10 die 10 damage, maximize. So it did 100 damage, plus it already taken about 135. So that's
Yeah.
235. So it shattered that. Didn't damage the staff. Well, the staff's in your hand, but we'll do a 50-50 and see if it came to the hand your staff's in, which
Well,
might break your staff. I will say
I was going to
low.
say
Nice.
the hand I put out to grab it was
Okay.
not the hand with the
Okay,
staff in.
I'll
So
let you stipulate that because I did roll low, so it would have appeared
yeah.
in the hand with that staff. Which I'll tell you, if it's staff of power versus Majorn, Majorn wins. So,
I have
Over.
absolutely no doubt in my mind about that.
okay, so it hits your hand. You see the lightning bolt trailing it as it's dropping towards the floor. I will give you a reflex save for the lightning bolt that's incoming following this hammer.
Okay. No, this is cool. I'm enjoying this so far. This is a lot of fun.
Oh yeah.
The lightning bolt will
Uh,
hit you for 66 unresistible damage because it damages even lightning elementals, so there's no resistance. But if you
And
make your
reflex save you
reflex,
want?
your reflex save of a 35, you'll get only half damage from it because it still allows a reflex save. Didn't make it.
Okay.
So you take 66 electrical damage as you get the young Einstein hairdo. Poof, it goes up in the air. You got a smoky face. Yes, that's cool. As you feel your
Right.
arm almost dislocated from holding this incredibly heavy weight because it weighs like 1,000 boulders and you can't keep it in your hand, so you're going to let it go. So it's dropping a hole. It's dropping through the floor and starting to create a hole once again. I will give you a second reflex save, which is only a 15, to not fall in the hole. That will be really bad.
Okay.
This
Yeah,
is where
you
we
can
don't
destroy
want
this
to roll a
inevitably.
1.
We can damage this inevitable more than Athena did, since
I didn't
Just
roll
walk
one,
around
thank
calling the
God.
hammer.
yeah,
Walking our spot call the hammer.
Okay,
That's all.
cool.
I
You
really enjoyed that. That was a lot of fun.
you take a 5-foot step to the side
Right.
because that's where the hole's at. The Majorans punching through this damn thing. You think you hear a couple of what the fucks from below, but there's too many other gears and things breaking all around you, which is actually kind of fun in a lot of ways, but they'll leave that there.
Yeah, baby, I enjoyed that.
And I think that's the end of your round.
Yeah. I'm role playing the god, Thor thing. I
Hey,
want to do that because that looks fun.
that's exactly what it's for. All right. Gojin. That was interesting.
Moving down the hallway.
Heading for the ramp. Okay. Okay, you see that one dead ends down there? Do you want to go back the other way?
Is there a door or something down here I'm searching for?
No, this was just an area to be in while they could do the disjunction on the ley line and be protected. So no other thing besides
Have
that.
they done the disjunction yet?
Yes, they did. That is already completed.
yep.
Okay. Well, then I'd have went the other way. I didn't realize that.
That's perfectly fine.
You're missing out on a lot of fun, man.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I've just become the Norse equivalent of a bulldozer. Yeah.
You got a bloody nose out of it.
Yeah, but if you want your garden resodding, do it for you if you want.
So
Oh,
while,
really?
so while the force down,
Yes.
Yeah.
And there's another one right there. I created
Because they're all
2
over the
blue impacts on the ground so you know where the holes are. If you step in them, I'm sorry for you, but let's not do that. Okay. So you moved up there. You accidentally used about 10 feet of your movement, so I can actually give you another 10 feet since you used some of it. Are you going further up like this direction, Brian?
yeah,
Okay, got it covered. Because normally it
okay,
won't let you guys move past that. So that was a move for you.
yeah, I'm done.
Okay, Darmus, what are you doing? That was interesting.
I can't see. Well, because the wall's in the way.
Yeah. Step.
Won't let me. It won't let me move.
Here you go. It's because you're clipping a wall. When you're 10 feet high, sometimes it's a clipping thing.
Could be. What's happening? That's 7 points.
You can see Azek surrounded by 2 inevitables.
I'm moving. Well, I'm moving out. Past Gojian. I'm going to get about 10 feet past Gojian.
Okay. I'll move you past him.
That would be a move. That'd be my move.
There you go, like that.
Do we still have haste? Do we still have haste going?
It
I need
ends
to
this
check.
round at the end of this round, so yes, you do have the extra 30-foot
Okay,
movement.
so then that would be
Moving
well, I would
closer
have
to
had.
the Luckerant that's engaged on Azek.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how far was it total?
Measuring it back, you were at right 60 feet. That's what you moved.
Okay, so if I move 50 feet, then my movement. Does that put me within 10 feet of me? That's my question.
Yes.
All right, so I can move my move and then take a swing.
Yep, you'll have your range. Absolutely.
Targeted.
You move it back so you can take your attack. Go ahead and take your attack. Don't forget to target your adversary if there's any saves I need to do.
I did.
Cool, there we go. Oh yeah. Oh fuck yeah, you hit him easy. 50, he takes the damage, man.
That's it for now.
Appears to have been heavily damaged between it and the ley line exploding. Okay. Sorrel, your turn. The game is afoot.
And a hammer. That's impressive.
Well, the hammer fell back to the floor, but yeah.
Yeah. Let's see.
You sure can call the hammer. That's cool enough.
Yeah, no kidding.
I've impressed myself with that, and that's quite difficult.
Start catching it. Go deep. Call.
Yeah.
I'm feeling a Marvel's Avenger kind of move here. Come on, put my hand on his face and call the hammer.
I just want to make something clear right now. I am not wearing a stupid helmet with a set of horns on. That's not how they used to do it. I'm not doing it.
You're not doing the Loki maneuver. Awesome, man. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, what after you do after you move there, Sorrel?
If I can remember how to do it.
Oh, great. The wizard forgot how to cast spells.
Yeah.
I did. You guys do got that shortcut bar down there. Your favorite spells, you could just drag them right down there from your quick bar on your summary page.
Which is what I'm doing.
Wizard of his level.
Yeah. Uh-oh, Radiant Orb.
His level, we already have that done.
Yep. Orb of Light.
Oh, shit.
Oh, his orb of love.
Oh, shit. That's a bit of damage. Okay, I'm not undead. So I just take the normal, right?
Right.
Yeah, that's a bit of damage there. Okay, I'll take the 56 or 52.
All right.
And
That's my turn.
Kitty. They're fighting. What you doing? Inevitables again? Here, I'll give you a regular move out. I don't know if it was something in that area. Does that help? Oh. Ah. I noticed that we have a lot of latency on the game today. I'm going to talk to the hoster after our game today, find out what the fuck's up. They attacked Azek because Azek did a kind of disjunction where he caused that ley line energy that was up there to stop. When it did, it exploded with energy throughout the entire room. It cracked Jolie's wall of force that he had up from his staff of power, but it blew parts off these other inevitables. They took massive damage being in the area, which automatically made them turn and attack Azek for what he did. That's why. So yeah, Azek set off a bomb in the room, and the inevitables didn't really dig being in the shrapnel range. Kick ass, take names. Because of the ley line damage, it's going to be random on sphere hands if you go looking for them, by the way. No called shots needed. It's to damage globally. So it's going to be random what hands are existing. Okay. Okay. So you're going to put a Song of Healing on Darmus, Azek, and one other? Yeah. It did it. You. Oh. Yeah. Oh, the Song of Healing? Okay. No, there's not a power setup for that. Let me scope it real quick. Oh, did you find it? Okay, cool. Okay. Song of Healing. So they have Fast Healing 3? Okay. Let me highlight. I got kitty highlighting. So you guys have Fast Healing 3, and that covers everybody in the range, but Azek, Darmus, and Sorel are being targeted for the big critical at the end of the song.
Okay. Thank you.
Right. And the other song that you're playing is the Inspire Courage, right? So everybody still has Inspire Courage up. So if you don't see it on your rolls, be sure and double check that you got that buff enabled. So you get her Inspire Courage +5. Okay. That is Kitty Marot's time. Whew. I'm going to try it again, man. Second verse, same as the first. Punch 1. Punch 2. See if I get a crit.
Wait. How did he get to play again before me?
He's ax. Oh, there's 2 of them in here. My bad. Let me take those off. I just noticed there's 2 of them. I think it's because of the latency on the platform. It
3 or 4
made
of them.
2. I only see
Yeah, there's 4 in the initiative. 2 are dead, and
those.
2 are
Yeah,
playing.
the ones that are dead are fine.
Yeah.
They can stay in their dead. But there should only be 1 fighting. Let me remove him. There should only
One
be
at
the
13
one on
and one at
20.
20.
Yep. There we go. Cool. Cool. Yeah, I don't know why it doubled them up. Just weird stuff going on the platform. Thanks for catching that. So it's the end of Kitty's turn, which means now it is Azek's turn again.
Okay. Did the one that talked to us, he didn't move for this whole thing, right?
No. He didn't seem to take any damage either.
Even with Mjolnir passing there.
Yeah, he ducked it. He ducked.
Nice. Okay, that's a badass. Okay. My second focus from a move action to gain electricity immunity. It's on the list of the things I can pick, but no acid. I can even pick force. So that's it for me. Yeah, I'm gonna enter total defense and ignore these guys.
Okay. Tim, you hit me, or actually hit that one. So low is you, high is him. Low is you, high is Azek, by the way.
All right. How if I put my fingers in my ears and wiggle them?
Yeah, that's how it works. Low is you. All right.
Bless you.
Oh, sorry. Can people hear me?
Yes.
Sorry.
Was targeting Darmus, not Azek. I hit your armor class. I got to do it 2 more times.
That's not hard.
No. God. Yeah, the platform's running really slow today. It's probably because it's noon. Tons of people are starting to get on it to do other games. Yeah, it is. Okay, I don't know what targeted both of you. It looks like Darmus, I hit your armor class. Oh, I hit it every time. Oh, no, I didn't.
Yeah, I got
First
it.
one
Go ahead,
missed.
but
First one missed.
Robert, I got a
go ahead,
question. I'm sorry for interrupting right now.
Go ahead.
Am I wearing the God bone?
Are you wearing the what?
God bone.
No. Do you have one in your inventory?
Yeah.
Oh, it probably didn't get transferred over to Athena to be used on Gwendolyn. So
I just saw it giving me buffs to natural armor,
yeah,
no
go ahead and
religion.
delete that. Yeah.
It's +2. It's not. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay, so
I
one.
don't know if it influenced the last attack.
Oh, that's okay. We've already gone around past it, so I won't go back. You took damage from this one. He missed you on his second blow, Tim, and he hit you on the third one. Both of these are bleed damages, so you now have 2 bleed. Two bleed.
thank you, sir. May I have another?
Okay. And he is done. The Marut. Going after Azek again. Why? Because he can. He's going to try. Never know. Could get a 20. Ooh, I actually hit with one. Oh, let me double check your armor class. I did. I got you twice. Oh, shit, dude. Check his bonuses first. -1.
I did not turn on the total defense though.
What does total defense give you a bonus of 4? Because I hit a 60 and then I hit a 71. I think the 71 is going to blast through anything you got.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah,
the
that's
thundering. Thundering damage is only 53 to you, but you have to make a fort save or be deafened for.
What if I ignore electricity?
This isn't electricity, it's sonic. Thundering is sonic.
Oh, I have that one too, but I didn't pick it. Okay.
It happens. It happens.
And let me
But
check.
the other thing too is if you fail the fort save, which is only a 27, which I doubt you will, but if you fail this fort save, you gain the deafen effects, which can also cause you to have mishaps with your sonic abilities.
Okay, so I got 30 sonic resistance. And let's do the fortitude save.
Okay, so I only did 23 to you then.
One is always a fail.
Yeah, you didn't get it.
Okay.
Didn't do it to you. So, okay, so he only did a total of 23 to you because of your resistance.
Okay.
I did that wrong.
Did you reduce?
Yeah, it did it wrong.
Oh,
It did it wrong.
okay.
Just a second.
Thank you.
Yeah, I gotta reduce that by 23. Okay, there we go.
I think I had 256.
I had the
256.
healing because of her fast healing in the area, and then you guys also had the healing from above, and I gave you the 300 from it because there was 2 rounds of full healing that you were up above in the divine area that had you higher.
But I got hit by the ley line.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Okay, let me lower that down by
I
21.
think I had 256.
All right, so let's put that down then. And then we'll subtract the 23 from that. There we go. Okay, that was its round.
Thank you.
Jolie, your turn.
Okay. For starters, I'm going to take a 5-foot step away from the large hole that's next to me,
Yes.
just in case.
Okay.
So yeah, there we go. Yes.
Yep.
Um, how do you measure? Because I'm trying to.
If you look up by the bust on the left-hand top corner underneath the dice, you'll see that it says token controls. You'll see what looks like a comb. If you click on the comb, it lets you then bring out a measuring tool that you can just
Okay.
kind of spin around. And if you need to kind of like angle it,
I'm just trying to find out how far away I am from this guy over here, but it keeps giving me the square, so I may be doing it wrong. No, that's a ray template.
okay, yep. Okay, click on the bust, the little head and shoulders, right? And then the
Yep,
second bar, you'll see there's a brackets, there's a bullseye, and then the next one down is measure distance. And it even,
got
if
it.
you hover over it, shows you how you can use it too. Because there's like a little animated GIF that pops up holding it over that area as a tooltip.
Cool. Yeah, I can get to him. Let me just check. But it's my it's my monk thing that I get it with, which is
And
a 50.
while you're figuring out your move, I also want to note that we have hit noon. I want to be respectful of everybody's time. If we want to finish this round, we can. But I know other people may have schedules of other things they want to do. So we didn't kind of post for a longer session either.
Oh,
I'm happy
I'm
to
good.
finish. I don't have a
Okay.
problem with that, but if
Okay.
whatever one wants.
I just know you guys are
Keep going.
7 or 8 hours ahead of us. So
We already waited the baby and she's asleep.
okay.
Okay, so I can reach, which is fine. So I'm gonna do my flying kick.
Oh shit. Yeah, I know you got like 100 fucking move, don't you?
Yeah, I can do it 50. Just 50,
Oh,
not
just
much, obviously.
yeah.
But yeah, Hayakin.
Gonna do that Hanuget, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
And you're doing the Lam or the Colorant? The Lacrant?
Uh, the Lacrant. Yeah.
Okay.
No, I tried to move there and that didn't work.
That
Oh, there we
baby
go.
is targeted.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Do I need to duck? Do I have a flying monk coming over my head?
No, you should be okay.
All right.
I'm gonna stand by you.
Let's see if you can fly by. Come on by.
Okay.
Get that one off
Could
the
I can move you
could
over
you
there.
move me over to it? Yeah, because it
Yeah.
won't allow me because it's
Yeah, because of Tim.
saying I'm colliding.
Yeah, you're colliding with Tim. He's so
Yeah.
tall.
If you,
I said though, I need a duck.
I
Yeah,
was gonna say I'll go here, but obviously I'm standing on your head now. It's
there we
like
go.
hello.
There you go.
Let me
Okay.
know if you're running up my back or not.
Okay. Yes, and I will hit the cant
Yep.
as a free action. I will initiate the smite ability of the Staff of Power,
Okay.
which doubles the damage I do.
Did you get in the face?
Sorry?
Kick it in the face.
There we go.
Yes.
It's got a decent AZ armor class. Do your kick, please.
So,
That's cool.
yeah, flying kick first.
Ooh. Let's see, did that hit? Ooh. So close. Missed.
Well, that's fine. It's just to so I can
Yep.
basically initiate the 50-mile-an-hour race I've just run.
Cool. What you doing, Gojin?
I've got my other attacks to do.
Oh,
I'm
sorry.
just trying to work.
Okay, so you
Sorry.
did the free attack. Let me move back to you. You did the free attack. You did a move, so you got a standard attack you can do?
Oh no, the flying kick is part of a flurry of blows attack,
Oh,
so I
okay. So
get
do the
all
rest of
my
them.
attacks.
Okay, then do the rest of them. Sorry.
Yeah,
Low like water, Bruce.
I'm just trying to find my staff, because the thing is, the staff is not considered a weapon, even though it is. It's considered a consumable,
Yeah.
and I'm now trying to find it. There we are. No, is that it? Yes, it is. I don't know how this is going to work, but hey, we'll give it a go. We haven't got haste on, have we?
Yes, this is. Oh no, that was last round. No haste this round. Haste is
Okay.
done. I'll note that in the chat for everybody too.
Yeah, but my healing is still on, right?
Yes, because your healing started after. So anybody that has a haste buff, please uncheck it till it's casted again. Ooh, okay. Damn, you gonna kick this dude in his face big time.
Okay, so that's double damage unless I got a crit, which is triple damage. All of them are double damage with the smite ability.
Okay.
Let me just turn off the haste to make sure I have actually turned it off. Okay, there we go. Yeah. And how many did I hit with? Sorry.
1, 2, 3 so far.
Okay. This.
Okay, yeah,
Pos-
when you came in, you turned around and everybody saw Jolie fly across the room. Did a kick at it and then whipped the staff around at least a half a dozen times, basically busting the shit out of this Lockerant. It falls to the ground in pieces. It is dead.
Oh, right. I was about to roll my backstab, but I don't think there's any need to. He's dead.
Nah, no, it's a blood splot on the ground. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, and you can't do a search till next round. So now it's Gojin's turn because you did whip ass.
I'll do a search
Okay, you gonna move up and search? All right, I'll move you up there.
if I can make it that far.
Let's see, it's 35 feet. Yeah, you can do that. I'll roll and see what you get. Let me bring out the roll table and see if you get one of the hands you need. That would be helpful, right?
We need a red.
Oh, that reminds me. I put a buff in there for a cold shot, so all of them have been cold shots.
Yeah, but with the area of effect damage, it didn't matter, unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because before
Right.
you guys started combat, I said with the exploding of the ley line, it did all over damage, so cold shots don't help in this one. So not
Okay, I
on this
just
guy.
wanted to make sure you knew that I had the cold shot thing going.
Okay, you got a red hand, Brian, and you found
Sweet.
and a shattered hand. So that was all that was available on that creature. So I will
Well,
place.
red we needed.
Yeah, you guys didn't have a red hand. That was the one you were missing. I will put the
Nope.
red hand into your inventory. Let's double check, make sure it shows up inside there. Yep, you have a red hand and a cobalt hand now. Now you guys have green, red, and blue, I believe, so far. So now you can at least access those panels and try to figure out those traps with these hands from this Lucaron. Okay. That's good. I was wondering when you guys were going to get a freaking hand out of it. A red one. Darmus, you seen Gojin pick up that red hand. He seemed pretty damn happy about it.
Right now I'm, I guess, reloading it for whatever reason. I got the anvil, but no screen.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, if we're going to play a little bit longer, I need to take a 5-minute because I don't know about everybody else, but my coffee has ran its course. So I will be back in just a few moments and we can keep going.
Sure.
Okay.
Cool.
If you guys want to run a little bit longer, we can run to the top of the hour and then call it there. And if we want to do a longer session, like by an hour or two, we can take it to the Discord chat. And you guys just let me know how much longer you'd like to go so I can make sure to cut out the time. All right? I'll be right back.
I can. Sorry,
Go ahead.
I can do another half hour or so, but then that's it for me.
Okay,
Unfortunately,
then
just
let's
want
say
to
we'll
let
go
you
to the
know.
bottom of the hour and we'll call it. We'll complete this round, see how that goes. Okay?
Fine then.
Yeah, fine. Be right back.
I've got my
All right.
broken hand from a hammer. I'm done. I'm going home. I'm taking my ball and going home.
Hey, just call it back and forth on your way. Call it, let it go. Call it,
Yeah.
let it go. Then
Oh
you can beer
yeah,
pong as you get out of here.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of
Pinball.
opening my own construction business because I've got a brilliant a brilliant way of demolition work.
All I can picture is that scene in Ragnarok where he's like, "Oh, you can get your umbrella," and he's like, "Okay, sorry about that. Sorry, sorry, sorry." I guess to his hand. So I don't have a belt and a gauntlet.
Yeah, I want the belt and the gauntlet. The gauntlet's first, obviously, but I want the belt as well. I want the whole rickada.
Mm. Well, it's free. It's out there, laying wherever it landed. Or do you have it just dragging behind, just waving your hand back and forth, dragging behind the ship like
That sounds fun.
they flying behind you?
Yeah, we've got an instant sort of attack from behind because
Yeah,
someone attacks
don't
us
do
from
it on
behind.
the black oak. Oh, whoops.
Yeah, whoops. Did I do that?
What other goodies do I have? Hmm.
I am back. We can continue if everybody's still here. Sorry. Nature
Yep.
calls,
We're just
guys.
singing. We're just singing Pinball Wizard.
Oh, that's a good song. That deaf, dumb, and blind kid, which is totally not appropriate today. It's like, yeah, okay.
Well,
The Me
I'm
Too
sure
movement in the
blind
U.S.
people don't.
killing me. Yeah. Oh, I know we only got a couple minutes. I literally was in a conference call with somebody, and I said, "Man, this is a total one of these, Reed, Todd, and Ed kind of things, because I'm, the sofa king." And she's like, "I don't get it. What do you mean, sofa king retarded?" And I went, "Yep, you got it." Boom.
Mic drop.
Yep. I was like, that was fucking awesome. Okay. I said, yeah, I was. I actually know somebody that yelled that out. Okay, Darmus, your
Yeah.
turn.
Yeah. Odd. Coincident. Coincident.
Yeah,
There
there
we
we
go.
go. Okay.
Okay.
What's
Uh,
Darmus doing? The one in front of you is decimated. You saw Gojin get a red hand and a busted hand. He just left the busted hand on the ground, I imagine. Um, put it into his back. Ooh, he put it into his. Oh, you have a Heward handy haversack, don't you, Brian?
Yeah, but I can just carry the
Yeah, they're not working
gauntlet.
inside of here, so
Ooh.
you got to carry in a bag, regular bag. Are you
Yeah,
taking?
what is it, man? Everybody's got a
yeah,
problem
take your
with
mic.
these fucking
Just
bag
give it to
folding
Dominic.
and Hewers Haver handy sacks. It's like they don't want anybody having spaces
Oh,
to
it's just a
carry their shit
dimensional
in.
anchor in the area.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, fuck
it's
them.
not letting us function.
I know it's so
Let's see
bad.
what he said.
I'm imagining Darm starting to look like one of these
Pack mules.
multi-armed ones.
Well, actually, I look better than I have in a long time.
Are you doing an
Well,
attack or anything, Darmus?
yes, I'm moving up to
Okay.
engage.
So I think you had to do your reset on your screen, so that should. Okay, feel free to do your
Yeah,
attack whenever.
don't have a. You know what? We'll just use this one. Well, I don't like red. That means I
That's a fumble.
Evelina didn't I? Yep.
Yeah, and I'm not using the fumble system in this one, so you're spared there. I think you got one. Let me double check his armor class. I think these guys got the crappy armor class. Oh, no. You missed him. You hit him only. Ooh. Nope, you missed him every time. Unless you got a kicker. No.
Nope.
Okay, you miss.
I got all the buffs up that I would have. Let's see. Yep, just inspire courage. Okay.
Yep, okay. Moving on. Sorrel, what are you doing?
I'm going to move up.
Rock
I'm going to hold my action. I'm going to cast haste once everybody's in range, which I think is just Kitty being outside of it right now.
Okay. Well, it's your turn. He's waiting till you're in range, and then I think he's casting it, so it's a held action. Okay, you moving up a little bit? All right, she comes up to, I guess, here. Platform's really going slow today. Okay. All right, you're up there, Sorrel. You do the haste. If you go ahead and post it, I'll also note the round in which it started on.
Okay.
And now we'll get the next 22 rounds correct. Till round 49.
What's going on? It says I have 8 casts left, and it says I have insufficient.
Let me double check your character, see what's going on. Looking into spells. Haste. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Oh, it's like it's not prepared. That's weird.
Oh.
There you go. See the little cog that's on there? If for any reason that cog gets clicked, it's not prepared for the day. So for all spontaneous casters, they got to make sure all their little cogwheels are always checked, because then your spell's prepared. Now it should work.
Yeah. Okay, that will work. Crap, I can't.
It's okay.
Can't. Where's Kitty? I can't see her.
She is right behind you, so she's in range.
All right.
She is literally behind you. There you go. Okay.
There we go.
That did that.
Thank you.
And then his turn. And at that, he will move up here. He looks at you guys and says, nice work. Don't fall in any of the holes. If you keep calling the hammer, it may prevent you from moving forward, so please get what you need done and get out of here. The more damage you do, the more of the inevitables are going to come for you. And that was Krios. All right. At that, we can go ahead and we can continue the combat next session. I'll go ahead and pause everything here. We are good to go. Thanks, everybody, for gaming today. I'm going to go ahead and stop the record.